Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live, Sarcasm City TV, YouTube for special edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A because it is transfer deadline night, people. So the transfer deadline day has passed. We know all of the moves that all of the Premier League sides have made. Alexander Isak has made his move to Liverpool. Guehi didn't make his move to Liverpool, though. He will be staying at Crystal Palace. Jadon Sancho joins Aston Villa. Wissa has joined Newcastle. Donnarumma has made his move to Manchester City. Kolo Muani's made his move to Spurs. Lamens has made his move to Manchester United as well. Ten Hag parted ways with Bayer Leverkusen. All you Ten Hag stands, hold that. Love that. Where else we at? Anthony did make his move to Real Betis. Edison made his move to Fenerbahce. Tyreek George's move to Fulham did collapse, so he'll be staying in the blue side of West London, not the white side. Sterling stays at Chelsea as well. I'm just making sure, is there anything else I've not mentioned? I'm sure we'll get to it. But yeah, a hell of a lot has gone on. Big up to Warrior J, though. Round of applause for Warrior J because he dropped so much information in the chat. So much has gone on. Arsenal have signed Piero Hincapi as well, the centre-back, I believe. That is so much has gone on. But as always with Q&As, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. If you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat as well. And I'm sure you lot will have plenty of questions in regards to the transfer window, who had a good transfer window, which teams had a bad transfer window, who got good deals, etc., etc. Nephew just said it, goat mod for real facts. Man dropped all the information there. Well, let's run up these likes, people. There's just under 60 of you lot in the building, only at 10 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. So like check 1 2 1 2, like check 1 2 1 2, like check 1 2 1 2. If you enter in the city of Sarcasm, or if you live here, which most of you lot are residents, pay the tax. It's free. All the things that we need you to do is, first and foremost, hit that like button. Make sure you share this out across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless. At Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter/X, also on Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Sarcasm City TV, people. I haven't been doing subscriber check, but I'm going to do that. But let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Big up to Rasmus says, hello, our transfer window is an absolute L without signing the midfielder. Rate United summer transfer window. 6 out of 10. That's what I'd say. Because we did address the attacking area in depth because we needed to, but then we just didn't address anywhere else. Plus, we signed 4 players and 2 of them are unknowns. We should have done so much more. Should have been wholesale. Because we had such a disaster of a season, it should have been wholesale changes, and we didn't do that. Let me bring in a couple of the gang that are here. Zay's in the building, Fats is in the building. What are you saying, man? You man good?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, Fats. What are you saying, Zay? You good?
Outside of football, good. In the game, terrible.
Yeah, because you lot signed Nicholas Jackson. Was there anyone else, or was that your final signing, or was it just Nicholas Jackson?
That was the only final one.
It was Nicholas Jackson. And yes, the Dubs, yes, Newcastle. Manchester United did get a keeper. We did sign Lamens. I actually start there because there's so much info, so I just start with that one real quick. I know you lot are going to ask questions about it. 1 second. Hold up. So yeah, this is Lamens on joining Manchester United. I'm extremely proud to be joining Manchester United. It's a real dream come true. The past few years have been an amazing journey. It's now ended in an incredible destination and hopefully the beginning of something special. I'm actually trying to find the information on it. Give me 1 second because there's so much. Shout out to Warrior J, though. A lot of teams did business. Jesus. It's reading there. A hell of a lot of teams did business. So many moving parts. But yeah, it was like £21 million for Lamens anyway, and my thoughts on it. I don't know anything about him to say whether it's a bad deal or a good deal. My issue is that if they rated him so highly, why did they wait till the last day of the window? That's where my issue lies. That's alarm bells ringing. Why did it's not like he was expensive. It's not like he was on big wages. Not like you had to deal with any back and forth with Royal Antwerp. So why would you just not go and sign him straight away for that fee? Alarm bells. He might turn out to be an absolute incredible goalkeeper. I just have my doubts. And not because of him, because of them. But we'll see. Make sure you lot subscribe to Zay's channel as well, Zay Talks. Big up, Sham. I see you. Big up to you as well. What's your midfield 2 without... Say this again, Ian. What's my midfield 2 without signings then? Say that again. Ask me that again. And I got you.
What's your midfield two?
Yeah, I don't know what he says because he says, "What's your midfield two without signing?" So, or is he asking? Are you asking me, Ian, about what with at Manchester United? Like, ask it again, and I got you. And the man them are rating the shit. CM Punk said,
Yeah, CM Punk, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, this was my brother sent it from America all the way to Saudi. Imagine.
Love that.
All right, speaking of CM Punk, I need to rewatch that Netflix again.
Yeah, I did a watch along for Monday Night Raw today.
Yeah, it was
you like make sure you check out Zay's watch alongs.
Yeah, man, I do wrestling watch alongs. Anyone into wrestling, just go to my channel, man. I do wrestling watch alongs. I do promo class every Tuesday night with Jester, for those who knows who he is.
Promo class with Jester.
Yeah, man.
This guy crazy. This guy's mad. Oh, right. Because you didn't sign anyone. What's your ideal midfield two? We don't have an ideal midfield two. But I'd probably put Cass next to Maino. But they're all terrible.
Not the Rat.
Say again.
Not the Rat.
As much as you like Nicholas Jackson, as much as you are a fan of the Nicholas Jackson signing.
Yeah, Wacko Jack.
So yeah, we don't have to answer your question. No, we don't have an ideal midfield two. I think all our combinations are terrible. And I think they're made worse by this manager. I'd probably go Cass and Maino in the way we set up. If someone's like, "Oh, that's the worst one," whatever, they're all bad. Don't matter if it's Cass and Maino or it's Cass and Bruno or Bruno and Cass or Agate and Cass or Agate and Bruno or Agate and Maino. They're all dreadful. All combinations of our midfield duo is absolutely, and it's made worse by this manager as well. That's the one thing. Not only is it not good on paper, it's made horrendously worse by this manager. But hey, man, we didn't need it. Yes, if you could sign two midfielders, who would they be? That's what. Now I didn't even ask that, but to answer the question, Baliba would have been one, and then just go get a dictator, someone who can control the tempo. There's no one that really stands out in the Premier League in that sense, but that would have been the profile. Needed someone who was not only press resistant but could control the game, passing range. Not only can progress the ball but short range, long range passing. Really needed somebody like that. So I would have took Douglas Luiz on loan.
Passer, Kimmich is the guy, man. Passer, right
there. This guy. Why are you trying to sell me Kimmich in 2025? And I'm a big fan of Kimmich, but we ain't doing that.
To be fair, if you're passing range, I'm not even trying to, what's a gaslight?
But it's everything else. I know you ain't trying to see him in your midfield. This guy forgets I know him, I know you're there, You can't kid a kidder. We work together too often. I know what you're like.
I actually don't mind keeping him nowadays, to be fair.
There you go. Hey, so you know what? You look, the fact that is, I don't want someone you don't mind keeping. But hey, we move. Like Douglas Luiz literally went on loan to Villa. So I would have took, no, it's not Villa, sorry, Forest. I would have took him on loan. But here we are. Yeah, man. Believe in Douglas Luiz and it would have been calm. Yeah. The only way Elias could save. Yes, Jazz, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, but
blessings. The only way any of them can save their face if they actually get Believer and someone else in January. I don't think there's any saving face because by then the season's gonna have tanked. I've already seen the difference in doing predictions today than I did at the start of the season before a ball kicked. People had United all in the top 8, 4th, 5th, 6th. Most people don't even have them top 8 no more. Wonder why that is. But hey, we move, man. It's just a complete nonsense, man. It is. See what else? Yeah, nephew, we should have got Emi Martinez from day one. But anyway, let's get to the main stories as well. Mark Guehi Liverpool deal has collapsed despite medical done and deal sheet submitted. Crystal Palace don't approve the move following Igor deal off. Guehi stays at Crystal Palace FC. Thoughts on this here? We'll go to you. The Guehi deal collapsing.
Yeah, I was shocked. Actually, I just found out literally a few hours ago. Apparently Glasner is the reason why it happened. Glasner and some.
I did hear this as well. That Glasner would say he would quit if that was the case.
It turns out that Glasner threatened their owner that if they got rid of him without getting a replacement or something like that, that he would dip.
Yeah, the owners done him dirty.
I would have told him bounce. I would have told him, yo, leave.
But I'm not gonna lie, that's a mad. But apparently they even done a whole clip of him leaving, a whole farewell clip to Guehi, Crystal Palace, and then all of a sudden they just the move collapsed as he was finishing his medical. Madness.
At least he's standing on the business though. Like he's trying to convince the owners that I want him to stay.
You know what I will say though, it is mad that the ownership have no backbone. Um, I will be real, like, because you know what it is. Let's be honest. Like, I just feel like clubs, obviously, as they should, they do what's the best interest for the club, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But like all of a sudden now, certain players aren't allowed to do what's best interest for them. You know what I mean? Even though I get they're contractually obliged, I understand that. But at the end of the day, we're in a time in which I feel like are dictating what happens more so than the clubs because of what the clubs do as well. You know, because there's so much money at stake and all that stuff. So listen, man, Guehi is just suffering for being Mr. Nice Guy. That's what it is.
That's fast. I hear that. What are you saying about it? Just thoughts.
There's two sides I look at it. I look at it the side where I feel like if Liverpool would have been a bit more aggressive about it, a bit early off the window, yeah, they pay probably like 5 million more, but then you give the Palace owners like a reason, regardless of how Glasner feels about it, to go and accept the deal. Because when you see a fee that you think that you shouldn't have gotten, maybe even if it's just 5 mil more, they're gonna go and just go ahead with it. And it would have been earlier in the window as well. So there is a part of me that I believe that what if Liverpool could have just maybe be a bit more aggressive earlier in the window and trying to get him? Like a big reason why it even came down to the last minute is because Palace played the 2 qualifiers in the Conference League. Just last week, Thursday, they played the qualifiers, and Glasner wanted to make sure that Guehi plays for both of them. And then after that, you can negotiate. So I look at it from that perspective. And then I look at it from the perspective of what Jasir said about how I don't think what Palace did was wrong personally, if you ask me. And I don't think what Glasner did is wrong either. Because in the reality, I think, in my opinion, Guehi is the difference of them having a good chance of getting a conference, make a strong case for the Conference League, because Glasner is a cup manager, but also trying to see if they can do something in the league. Now, granted, can it be only for 6 months? Yes, but then this is where I look at and say, you kind of knew that whatever was going to happen, you would have to replace Guehi either this window or in the next summer window, because you had a 1 year left. So you would have needed to look for the replacement anyways. So there's many ways that I look at it. There's many views, many ways to look at it. But in the end of the day, it feels like I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. It's like it's kind of awkward. It's like Sia said, like that he filmed. And by the way, whoever leaked that goodbye forward video is a dickhead, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, they didn't need
I
to
don't
leak
know
it.
because this wasn't even.
Oh, I thought it was an official thing.
No. It
Someone
was
leaked it because he didn't leave.
somebody leaked it. Somebody leaked it. So
yeah, that's mad.
and for me, I'll be honest, man. Like Papa Dickett, that was a Papa Dickett move from whoever that was, man. But now it's just, I think Guehi is a professional. I do think he must be, and I literally tweeted it earlier. I think he's fuming at the fact that he couldn't get that move. I think you saw the goal on the weekend. You saw how he celebrated. You would have thought this would have been a nice way to go out, beating Villa away. And then he has to come back after the international break. I think he got caught up by England as well, so he's coming back into an international break. But then, in the same time, I think Guehi is going to be a Liverpool player in January. I think they're going to pay a bit. They're going to go back in again. So for me, Palace have to go take less money, scout somebody, and then replace them in January. Then, so they have half of a season. They have half of a season to go and figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. That makes sense. What are you saying? I might regret this. Facts, what are you saying on this?
Yeah, like I said, man, it feels like this transfer window has been an insane one, especially with the last minute deals. And I feel like with Liverpool's perspective is that, yeah, they should have been more active enough, like maybe trying to push Palace to the edge. And I feel like when Palace came in and say, we're just pulling back like that, and it just goes to show that the owners itself, the owner's name Steve Parish, really trying to put Glasner under the bus by selling Guehi so last minute on the deadline day to the Liverpool. You know, it could have been a lot worse. Like if the Palace did sell Guehi there, like that's a lead wrap up anyway. But I'm glad that the Palace pulled out from that deal, and I think this season Glasner can do bits with his team. I might even consider them maybe challenging for that Europa League spot.
Okay.
I don't know to be honest.
What?
No, I'm not sure.
No,
We gonna get to that because we gonna get everyone's topics.
Yeah.
Go on.
Cool. All right, go on.
Not just yet, but I'm going to that. I'm saying that's gonna be interesting.
No, I was just saying that Glasner sucks in the league, bro. The dude is not a league manager in my eyes. He is, and once the Conference League starts, you will see how inconsistent performances will be. But I feel like
do you think if he was to join Manchester United, he wouldn't be successful?
no, I think he would be successful because one, your team is better, so you would get natural more results.
Okay.
But I think you will not be as good in the league as in the cups. I don't remember whenever I know Glasner since I followed him, I don't remember him ever being necessarily good in the league.
Yeah. By the way, Jazz, if you remember, even when he was with Frankfurt, he was only good in cups. Like
Yeah, I know.
That's what they won. Yeah,
That was his highest
They
league
were really
finish.
high up in the table.
His highest league finish in the Bundesliga. I need to go back to it because
Yeah, same. I don't remember. It must have been like around 6 to not even 4. Around 6th.
I don't think he made Champions League with Frankfurt. I don't remember. I have to go back.
He did, but like through Europa League.
Yeah, but the Europa League. But I mean via the league, you know.
Yeah, never. They never did that.
Oliver.
You're correct. No, you're correct, but I remember they never did because I remember like top 4 used to always be like Bayern, Dortmund, Leipzig, and then you'd get
and then whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, it was never Frankfurt. I remember that.
Yeah.
First, I hear you. Big up Beijing Pops as well. Big up Beijing Reds TV. Yo, run up the likes as well, man. Oh, we at 29, man. What is going on? Yo, girls up to 50 likes, people. I don't even know how many were on. Let me double check this. Let's run up the damn likes. What is going on? And of course, the biggest talking point of the whole transfer window that actually ended yesterday. Newcastle, you had one fucking job. You know what I'm saying? You had one job, Newcastle. All you had to do was just stand firm for a day and some change. And you folded.
To be honest, I actually think you should blame Stuttgart and Bayern more, bro. Because like the whole domino effect with the Volta.
Yeah, but you're always going to but like even still, yo, keep him and just be like, F it, yo, we're gonna sign Wissa, Volta and keep him. I just don't sign him, don't give him up.
By the way, I just checked. His highest finish in the Bundesliga was 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured it was 6. Yeah, I figured.
Fairs. And there it is. We got it here. Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Here we go. Deal agreed now for 130 million transfer fee. Record move for Premier League. Isak on his way today for medical tests. As new Liverpool player after a long-term deal agreed months ago. It was only Liverpool for Isak. Yeah, we don't care what Isak he said about him wearing the iconic number 9 shirt. Yeah, we don't care, mate. We don't care.
Can I say?
Some Somali Sanogo from now on. Sorry, go on.
Somali
Hey, you know the latest policy. I saw it literally a tweet. I saw it's kind of funny, and it's like the band. It's bands with the man. It's bands with the man. And somebody tweeted earlier like some of the funny shit. See, Somali's going for 130 million, man. The sport is finished. I actually have to be dying because that should be dying for. Which is the funniest part. He's not even Somali. He's Eritrean.
Yeah, he's Eritrean. Yeah, he's Eritrean.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, you know what? One fucking job, man. One job.
No, it annoys me. No, it annoys me about this shit. They broke their record here for Issa, and it's probably one of the deadest announcements that I've ever seen, bro.
Oh, was it a good announcement?
Oh, I think we did a better announcement for Kolo Muani than I think they did for Issa. It's kind of lame. It's kind of lame, man. To be honest, considering he was there like all day. To be honest, so I don't know, man. That's kind of lame, but hey, man, they got it. And funny enough, I think the last Q&A we spoke about it. I asked the question: if Liverpool go and bid is it because they have some sort of encouragement by Newcastle that a deal can be done then? And this is what I felt like this was going to happen. That's why I said 130. I thought it's going to be 130 plus 10, but 130 seems to be like the price that.
One day, they let him go for.
So,
Not even
more than
130, not 150. One
no,
day.
so 130 was crazy. It was crazy because I always felt like 130 will be the base, but I thought Newcastle were at least trying to see if they can get like 10 add-ons. But hey man, I mean, for some people, Liverpool signed the best striker in the league. Some people, it's the second best striker in the league. Me personally, it's still the second best striker in the league behind Haaland. But that doesn't mean that Isak is like still not a top quality striker. Like for me, I don't personally consider him world class, but I think he can really put himself about as a world class player during the season for Liverpool. Because I feel like I always talk, and I spoke about it with Steve last season. Isak is kind of inconsistent. Maybe it has to do with his injuries, but he has a habit where there's a period in the season where he literally goes missing, and then he just heats up for the other half of the season. Then, so I feel like, but now that you're in a much better team, you would expect that it wouldn't happen like that. But more eyes is going to be on him, innit? And with the amount of talent that's around in Liverpool, you can't tell me that the expectation can't be Champions League final minimum.
No, I was saying they have to win for double, bro.
So let's say hypothetically, if they only win one, is that a failure?
Yeah, yes, yeah, it's a failure.
For me, because of how knockout competition football goes, it's so unpredictable, isn't it? That's why for me, I can't say that they have 100% have to go and do the double Champions League and league, but I'm saying that you are bare minimum have to get to the final because I feel like you have a good enough team to go and get there. If you go and win the final or lose the final, I don't know. You should win. Most likely, you will be the favorite in that final, depending who you go up against. But you're most likely going to be the final. But I feel like there should be an expectation of you have to get to the final and trying to win it, and we 100% have to. Like for me, the league is a must. I think the league is a must. Champions League, I think the aim should be the final. That's how I look at it.
Well, and I think they should go for FA Cup too,
and the League Cup as well.
No, they should go for all trophies, to be honest. But you know what it is? You know they won't 100% go for it because they will prioritize the Champions League and the league. I think they're going to rotate in the Carabao Cup and in the FA Cup until they maybe get to the latter stages. So I think that's what they will do.
No, I think they'll go for league and Champions League because their center back, especially now that Guehi didn't join, is But the thing is, for me, with that type of team, with that transfer business being done, which let's be honest, all of us would want to see in our clubs, you would expect them to like go all fronts.
You definitely go and compete in all fronts. I'm not saying they definitely have to win two. I think that, like Jed said, is too harsh. Obviously, the league is a must. Have to win the league.
Maybe it's the Bayern fan in me that says this because
I get that. Nah, part of pressure. I heard him. Yeah, I hear you say. I ain't saying you wrong. Fuck him, it's Liverpool. I can't stand him, so I'm with you on that. but I can't stand these lot.
No, but you know what it is, Flawless? I think because the Premier League, like, it's perceived to be the toughest league. Your expectations, it's like you guys are moving soft when it comes to that at times in England.
Yeah,
I feel like
you know what it is. You know what it is that one I don't support none of those elite level clubs, you know. So it's like I can't necessarily talk from I don't see it from a perspective of that. So I'm going based off like what history has told me is that if the best team that we see in the world right now, whatever team you consider the best team in the world, let's say for example PSG, the expectation for them is Champions League, and if you don't win the Champions League, it's a failure. But then I feel like knockout football is so unpredictable. I can't really necessarily say that I can expect you to always win it, or you would always see the best team in football always win the Champions League. The best team in your league always wins the league. So that's why I look at it from that perspective. That's why I say at least one of them need to be a must, in my opinion. For Liverpool, the league would be the must. and there should be an expectation of winning the Champions League. I'm not saying you must win it, but there should be.
Yeah, try to win, but like be around the mix, basically. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm only saying in a POV that Liverpool had this transfer window that they had.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I'm just being more ruthless with Liverpool because of the window that they had. You know,
they've just had an incredible.
Like paying all this, having the pull over certain teams. You get me? Like, it's
no, 100%. I heard it.
Wait, sorry.
No, it's 100%. You're not wrong. You're not wrong for saying that. You're not wrong for saying that. It's just like I'm just going based off more history on how some of the best teams never go necessarily, and then also just go and do it. Like for example, like remember the season when Liverpool was on for
when we beat them, they were like on paper the best team.
Yeah, exactly. Like and even like what's it called? Remember when Liverpool was on for a quad, and it was looking like they could have done the quad, and then yeah, exactly. And it's like and they fell apart. They fell apart because there's so many games, there's so many. So much energy that they consume, so it's like there's a lot of factors to it. That's why I say I feel like a bare minimum.
I agree with you. They got to win the league. The league is a the Champions League. What I say is they don't have to win it, but they can only go out, in my eyes, to one of the better sides. They can't go out to anyone outside of it. Has to be a PSG or Barcelona. I'm not hearing them going out to anyone else or losing to anyone else.
I agree. It's just for me. It's those two teams.
Go first. They can't go out to City. They can't go out to Arsenal. They can't go out to Real Madrid. These are in particular over 2 legs.
Or us. If they go to us,
Munich. If they go out to the competition. Yeah, they can't go out to Chelsea. No. They can't go out to you. Look. It can only be, in my eyes, PSG, Barca, and I go first because they're 2 teams I think are in and around your level. You're better than the rest, in my opinion. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. But hopefully they fall short on all fronts. Like Beijing Pop says, why are you saying F me for? Because you see the last 3 letters in your name, Pops, and you know you're my OG. But that's why. Look at the last 3 letters in your username. Go on, facts.
You know what? The signings that they had this season, I think the total signings they had nearly 400 mil. Of course, that we as a neutral fan here, not as a Liverpool fan here, expect you doing much better than what you did last season. Last season was an anomaly, let's say, because everyone around Liverpool, other than Liverpool, were shit. So I expect Liverpool at least to go and win the league in a comfortable manner. Let's say go to that 90 point mark, or maybe like 100, maybe you never know, like breaking the record of Man City, like 100-point record. Like,
but do they have to do that? Do they have to do that though? I feel like if you get,
I'm not focused on the point. I'm just focusing.
That's the thing. Like I feel like the point total only matters when you're getting pushed to that.
The points. Let me just clarify this: the points title doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
If you were speaking
today, one with less points than what.
Well, if I won a league with 71 points or 101 points, I couldn't get less.
100%. Like that's what I said. If he went based on that, Arteta would be winning 2 leagues by now. Apart to Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I don't know what's good. Yeah, facts. I'm not with you.
So what? So Premier League's the minimum, at least FA Cup and the Champions League.
It depends on you. This is what we're discussing. For me, I think it's just the Prem. Like the Prem is a must. The others aren't a must, but context must be applied. Like I said, Champions League, it can only be PSG or Barcelona knocking them out. They cannot go out to anybody else because I think they're a level above everybody else in the competition, especially if it's over 2 legs as well. Like you got 180 minutes, and I think you're at a clear level above the rest of the competition. So that includes everyone.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Flawless. I hear that if that was in the semi-final or final. If it was in the quarter-final or round 16, I ain't hearing it, I'll be honest.
What, if they go out to PSG in the quarters?
Or round 16, I'll still laugh at their face.
Oh, no, we're going to laugh regardless because it's...
you know what it is? No, because you know what it is? That team should take you far away in the competition. You know what I mean?
It should, but like I said, if you run into a team, that's why I'm being fair. If you run into a team I think is equal to you, then it's if they go out in the quarterfinals to PSG, I won't be like, you went out in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I know, but even in that round,
the team you think is the best. Because if you're hopefully they're that unlucky that they run into PSG in the round of 32, and then if they get Barca in the round of 16, that's what I'm hoping for.
But you know what? But this is it goes two ways though. If they go through it goes two ways, isn't it? Like if they go through, like, let's say they go through a harder bracket and still get to the final and win the Champions League, for me how it will then solidify them as the best team in the world, and how it will probably carry the momentum into the next season will be insane. So it's like two ways about it. Like there's part of it where I can see why Liverpool fans or some Liverpool fans want to go for like a harder fixture to kind of prove themselves. But then at the same time, it's like you don't want to waste all your energy getting to a final and then you're tired because you played PSG, Inter Milan, Bayern, and then you're in the final against probably one of the best teams in the world anyways. So that's why I say that's why it's hard for me to say that the Champions League is a must.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying it's a must. I'm just saying those two. And I've never heard the stipulation for when the Chaps and City had the bag and were spending big. Yeah, the thing is with that, OG, you know what it is. When it comes to Chelsea, we know you spent your money well. They've not spent their money well. So that's where the expectation isn't with them, because they haven't spent their money well. And because City, let's just be quite frank, nobody cares.
That's true.
It's Manchester City. Apart from it's me and a few others, because I crash on Pep all the time. I'm the one who's on Pep's case constantly. You've heard me say it, Pops, to the Vader on don't let Slot slap up Pep again for another league. I've been saying this to him from the back end of last season when it was clear Liverpool were going to win the league. I was saying, don't let that happen. Because if we let that happen, we are crashing. I am crashing on Pep every single, even non-City streams, I'm crashing on Pep. Don't let him go trophyless again. Don't let him finish even third behind an Arteta or a Maresco or a Slot, because these men are supposed to be these men are mere mortals to you. They're nowhere near your caliber. So it's like you telling me because they might have a better team that you can't make the difference. So how good are you? And Pep's one of the goals. Okay, I misunderstood. But he getting crashed on if they don't win anything this season. Crashed on. Yeah, no, we're scratched on. The ads wait. Go on, fam. Go on.
Let me ask you a question. Because you said they get crushed on if they don't win anything. But do you think they're still going to get crushed on if, let's say, they win something, but it's like a Carabao Cup or FA Cup only?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so for them too, yeah, you're right. You're spot on. It's got to be it's got to be the Prem or the
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to kind of clarify.
Heavily. They've spent a lot of money. He must win. He's got to win.
Yeah, but that's why I'm more ruthless with the expectations.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I get that too.
I ain't even disputing that. They're fucking both. So if you want to be ruthless with your expectations of them, I'm with it.
Bro, I don't want to see no leopard in the tree BS this season. Yeah,
no, you ain't gonna get none of that.
No, because I've been seeing leopard in the tree and all that last year and all that stuff. This year now, I want you to actually go for the Prem. I don't care how you do it. You do it.
Don't win the Prem.
Go for FA Cup. Go for Champions League. Best team in the world, best window in the world. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that is true. If you're having the best window we've ever seen,
bro, what happened to the big Liverpool football? You want to be big Liverpool? Yeah, I'll treat you like big Liverpool.
Facts. I'm with you. I hear it. Like they're on there. Yeah, they must make.
If this was Real Madrid, Bayern, or Barca, they'll be saying, "Oh, you have to do or PSG. Oh, you have to go win all trophies." Yeah, look.
Because we did before last season. We did crash on PSG for not winning the Champions League.
Let's treat everyone the same. I don't care what league you play in. Liverpool won everything.
100%.
Yeah, we're supposed to be dead and buried last season. Fucking Rose somehow.
Biggest club in the okay then.
You know the funny part is here. I didn't have Liverpool winning the league, but I never wrote off Liverpool like that because I still thought that they still got the quality.
Yeah,
I knew how good Slot is, but obviously the season was on an all-time low as well. And I'm not even trying to blame them. You go and win the league regardless, because you could have participated in being like one of the really bad teams last season. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear it. And by the way, Flawless, after you lot continue to get your questions in as well, man. Yeah, the nightmare is 21-7, so I think you'll get 21. I don't think you get 7, but I think you get 21
and treble as well. If they win,
what? Yeah, if they win the treble, shit cancelled. I'm saying, and we purging the city, and it's a wrap, yo.
No more Bayesian shows than that.
Nah, straight NBA. It's Sarcasm City NBA. That's what it is.
Come on, bro. Okay.
Sarcasm City NBA, like it's full NBA colors. I changed the logo, changed the name, the whole nine. It's a wrap.
No.
Shows up. Wait, Steve? What do you mean you're concussed? You mean you're actually concussed, or you mean what happened, or did you actually like in real life? Are you good? You said you're concussed pretty bad. I'm going to be done so ill. I hope you'll get well soon, man.
Get well soon, bro.
Get well soon if that's the case, man. Big up,
I
man.
think he said it's hot, but outside of football.
Hopefully he's all right now because of the way he said it. So I don't know if he meant because of the Isak situation or if he's actually concussed in real life, like he banged his head in real life. Oh shit! No. Yo, get well soon, man.
Get well soon, bro.
Get well soon, man. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Shit.
This guy was definitely chasing. Yeah, hopefully all right. Yeah, this guy was definitely chasing some milk, man. That's what happened, man. Chasing milk and banged his head. Yeah, love every time, Steve. By the way, Flawless, off topic, I was wondering what got Hassam joining back again stream. So what happened? This was before the day before, the night before, where Isak so this is before the Isak news. Monts wasn't going to be able to make it back. So because Monts wasn't supposed to be around to make it back in time, Hassam, the troops then asked Hassam, and then the Isak news broke, and then Monts was like, I ain't missing the stream, not a chance. We just beat Arsenal and we just announced Isak, I'm going to be there. So we ended up having them both on, which was,
fantastic. Oh, that's mad.
Yeah, that's what was on. But that's why they were both on back again today. So I can't believe it.
One thing is crazy.
I can't believe it. Yeah, Steve, to man said Steve to snore milk. Yeah, man, Steve, you gotta be careful, man. This guy was chasing milk and bumped his head, you know what I'm saying, on the milk aisle. Like, you gotta relax, Steve, man. This guy was rushing around. You already know. But hey, Steve, get all jokes aside, get well soon, man. I said he's concussed, man. Get well soon. Because we kind of need you out here. So yeah. All right, well, it's enough of this Liverpool talk because it makes me sick to my stomach. So yeah.
Hey, he's got FPL next round, isn't it? Or maybe game week 6.
hey, finish, this guy, man, is all right. Rasmus Højlund and Napoli never in doubt are now official. 6 million euro loan fee, 44 million buy option clause to become mandatory under certain conditions. That's from Fabrizio Romano, which I do believe is if Napoli finish in the Champions League spot. So You know what? Phenomenal business. To get 50 million euros potentially for Rasmus Højlund is absolutely phenomenal business. And as much as I criticize my ownership, one thing they do very well is in terms of buying and selling players, because that is phenomenal. To get 50 million euros for him, 40 million pounds for Garnacho, 25 million pounds for Anthony with the 50% sell-on clause. We got the 10% sell-on clause with Fats' mob as well. Great business. Jadon Sancho to Aston Villa. Here we go. Deal in place, an initial loan from Manchester United. Green light from United and deal being sealed with formal steps to follow next. Sancho will join Villa. Again, that's a poor one because we should have moved him on for money. I don't know why it's taken to the last day of the window to move on Jadon Sancho, but I hope he does well there as well. Assist on Anthony to Real Betis. Here we go. So it's 25 million euros, which is like 21 million pounds. To Manchester United, Manchester United will have 50% sell-on clause on profit for future sale. Anthony in Sevilla in the next 24 hours for medical as deal is done. Hey, great business, man.
Actually, what's interesting about that?
What?
It says profit, isn't it? Can you go back?
Yeah, it does say profit. One sec.
So it's like it's the 50% of the profit that Real Betis makes off the deal. So it's not like, for example, like let's say they sell Anthony like later for like 50 million euros.
We don't get. It's 25.
Not. It's you don't get then 25. You get what? It would be like a
So let's say the profit would be let's
like
say
25.
Let's say they sell him for 30 million, and we get 15. If they sell him for not 30 million, if they sell him for 30 million more. So what have they bought him for? Let's say, is it what? 20,
20 let's say 25. Let's do it like they bought for 25 and they're selling for 50. And the profit is 25. So you get 50% of the 25 instead of the 50% of 50,
There we go. Which is all good. Any money for it. I'm glad we added in these clauses, man. 50% on the profit for Anthony, 10% to Fats' lot. I'm with that, man. One thing we're doing is selling very, very well, man. Outside of the Sancho deal, I don't have no complaints. We have sold very, very well. Someone would have told me we're going to get, what's 50 million euros? Is that like, what's that in pounds?
It's like 45. It's like 44, 45 million pounds.
If someone would have told me we were going to get 85 million pounds for Garnacho and Højlund combined, I would have slapped him in the face. So that is phenomenal business. To get 85 million for those two is absolutely incredible. Yeah, and then adding the Anthony business. So that's 100 M's right there. So 100 M's just off those 3 players, and people are like, where you gonna sell these players? Did it and all this? Rashford loan, it could have been better. Sancho loan potentially could have been better, but we actually got the deals done that needed to get done. They should have just been done way sooner, which could have helped us in the window. But that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like, it could have done, but at least you have like what three of the bonds squad. Like, unless after some odd reason,
everyone's gone apart from Malacia, which is Malacia.
Pretty much, that's what I'm saying. So it's like. And I meant more like 3 are pretty much going on a permanent, unless Napoli, for some reason, don't make Champions League, which would be hilarious. But like this is some good business right there. Like I've been having like the conversation about our window, for example, and I've been getting a lot of stick. I've been getting a lot of stick for saying that Tottenham had a 5 out of 10 window, because I've been saying how shit our window has been from a selling perspective and how it has stopped us from signing players in it. So it's like the fact that United can actually go and sell their players and actually trying to put a good effort to it. That's why I say that I hate how people only rate windows based on who they sign. For me, it should be signings and outgoings.
Yeah, I suppose you can mix it in both, because people do think one. I do that. I think one track minded. Like when I think of the transfer window, I just think of incomings rather than.
That's what for me is. That's why I rate our window 5 out of 10. In like, that's it pretty much.
Yes. Speaking of your window as well, we'll go to it 1 second. Randall Kolo Muani to Tottenham. Here we go. Deal done for loan move until June 2026. Paris Saint-Germain accepts Spurs' proposal as Kolo Muani wanted the move plus out of the project. Exclusive story confirmed. Thoughts on this? Kolo Muani on loan? No. I'm presuming it's just that there's an option to buy, no obligation.
No, it's a straight loan.
It's a straight loan. Okay.
Because we needed to get the deal done because time was running out, didn't it? So part of me thinks, depending on how things go, it's gonna get renegotiated at some point during the season, where they're gonna include an option to buy or an obligation to buy. But now I'm calm with the signing, because apparently Sri Lanka is out for like 2 to 3 months.
Oh shit! Real?
Yeah, apparently this was people saying that he did his ankle. This is a recurring ankle injury, and it's apparently more serious than it is. That's why all of the sudden we kind of. I saw he was linked to Openda as well, but he went to Juventus. Yeah. So we needed to get a striker, and to be honest, like I don't mind Kolo Muani. Am I his biggest fan? No. It's a straight loan, and like they said, if you can renegotiate like at least a bare minimum option to buy, let's see how it does in it. Because if we negotiate like an option to buy and then we buy next summer, if he has a good season for us, I think one of the Richarlison Sri Lanka is gonna get sold, and for me, that's fine. We have to like. I literally just spoke about Man United needing to sell players. Our squad is actually massive. Like there's so many players who are missing out of Champions League. I know some players missing out because of injury, but there's also so many players who miss out just because we have such a big squad. So we have to get rid of players, and I feel like the more obvious it gets to the fan base, the better. So. Kolo Muani, I take it. I'm not mad at it. If he sucks, he goes back to PSG. If he's good, we sign him, and yeah, we keep it stepping. I think he has some traits that I think that Thomas Frank can get the best out of him. I could see him play like in the 2 striker formation. He can play a striker at top by himself, maybe even sometimes right wing. Because like Say will tell you at Frankfurt how he would like to roam at like the right side of the field a lot as well as dropping deeper at Frankfurt. And I think this is where PSG kind of messed up with Enrique in it, because Enrique ain't trying to see him do all that. And yeah.
But he had another striker with him, so it was easy for him at Frankfurt to do that, whereas at PSG
and this is kind of like what I'm saying is like, and that's why even at Juventus for half of the season, do I think he was fantastic? No, but I think he was a lot better than he was at PSG, and he put up numbers for them as well. So as long as you can do that, shit, you're already gonna be all. It's not hard to be Tottenham's best striker right now. It's like a competition right now. Anybody, and they should. If you know somebody in the streets right now that plays striker, tell them to call Tottenham, bro. You know what I mean? It's a competition to come for the starting place. So Nah, I'm cool with the signing. I'm just more disappointed we didn't sign a left winger, but it is what it is.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough, man. Speaking of that, involves Zia and Fats. Official, Nicholas Jackson joins FC Bayern from Chelsea on initial loan deal with buy clause. First picture as Bayern Munich player with Diamanti Kamara and Ali Barat, owner of Epic Sports, who brokered the deal. Before I talk to us, we'll go to you. We'll go to the bio. Zia, floor's yours.
No, you know what? In my perspective, what a worse way to end the window. Because
this is why I fucks with Zia, you know, because he just keeps it real, yo.
No, because you know what it was. We actually had an opportunity, like when Chelsea actually wanted to take him back because they had Delap injured. Mm-hmm. We actually had an opportunity to like literally let that go, you know. And Lookman was right there; he was in the horizon. But the difference between us going in for him and not is the option to buy and obligation to buy. Mm-hmm. You know, the issue I have is our planning the entire window has been so bad. We've been getting rejected left, right, and center. Like, if you think Newcastle's bad, go elsewhere. You'll see FC Bayern München. They'll probably overtake Newcastle. At least Newcastle solved their problems. Hell, one of them is the guy we were linked with for half of the window. And he wanted Bayern, this brother, by the way. Yeah?
You're a fan of him? You think he's a good player?
I think he's all right. Okay. Yeah. I think he'll be okay at Newcastle. Mm. But as I was saying, right, so we go through all that, and then we get towards the end of the window. They were looking at Nkunku, but then again, the whole loan thing, obligation, option to buy stuff, because we wanted to get him on a loan with option. They want to make sure it's a permanent or at least obligation in it. But mainly they wanted permanent deal. So we couldn't get Nkunku. They sold him to AC Milan eventually, or loan. I don't even remember. But then in our case, we ended up being with either Jackson, and then he was about to join, and then they almost collapsed it. And then we were looking at the Lookmans, some Midtjylland forward, and all that. The Lookman one, as I mentioned, we did the option to buy thing. They didn't want the option to buy. They wanted the obligation to buy. And then their agent, obviously Jackson's agent wasn't happy. Jackson wasn't happy because I believe Chelsea, they did not use him in the friendlies right after the Club World Cup at all. They didn't even have them in the squad. Correct me if I'm wrong, Fats.
Fats.
You may have to correct me on that bit, but basically they didn't have them involved in the plans. So the brother just had enough and did not want to go back to Chelsea. So now Chelsea's like, you know what? If you're gonna have them, guess what? Now instead of option to buy, it's obligation.
Yep, that's the thing.
So then now it's not just obligation to buy, but now the loan fee is, even though it wasn't bad enough, 15 million. Now it's 16.5 million.
16.5 million.
Exactly, 16.5 million. Now, if we want to buy him on a permanent, this is where it gets spicy. This is where it gets spicy. 5-year deal. Sell-on clause for Chelsea. Yeah. I don't know. Wait. 65 million euros, guys.
Jesus.
So then in total, it would go up to 81.5 mil.
You know the funny part about it is that I can see why Chelsea got the money actually, because it's like, considering how strikers have gone in the market, Chelsea got all the right to ask for that level of money, to be honest. And if you're looking for strikers that, like, if you're looking at strikers at Jackson's level, I look at Etitika, I'm looking at Walter Mada. They went around similar prices. So obviously Chelsea was gonna evaluate him closest to that. Do I think you overpaid for that? 100%. But this is what the market is right now, and I feel like, again, I blame all the football clubs who pay the money for those players, to be honest. At the end of the day, I don't blame the selling clubs. I blame the buying clubs for creating the situation where the market is like this now. Because
I agree with you 100%.
But I can see why. But that's what I'm saying. I can see why he went for that much money. To be honest, I'm not even surprised.
No, listen, don't get it twisted. I don't mind keeping up with the times right now. I really don't. But here's the problem. The problem is
It's Nicholas
our
Jackson.
board, it's just the way our board talk about like saving money, this being like sustainable as a club and all this crap that they say. And then next thing you know, they put themselves in a corner and like, now we have to spend the money. You know what I mean? It's like so backwards. Why don't you just make proper decisions from the beginning?
Can I ask you a question?
You go on.
Do you think Kane gets sold next season, and that's why they committed with Jackson?
No. I think the Jackson thing's because we sold Coman, innit?
Yeah, no, but I know that, but I felt like the reason why I'm asking is I feel like part of me is thinking that Bayern might be looking at moving on Kane from next season going onwards. Because how many years does he have left after
2 years
next
left
season?
contract. But the thing is, though, he has like some release clause in his contract. But again, I don't think Kane will want to allow anyone to trigger it. Basically,
True.
I think
because part of me has been thinking about how, and this is not me saying back to Tottenham, but I'm saying back to the Premier League, to a team where they're in the Champions League. So a team that still there competes, but also that him coming back to the Champions League. I feel like Bayern are trying to future-proof themselves by making sure they have a player that, yes, comes in for now to replace Coleman, but also in the future replaces Kane at the same time. That's why I feel like you wanted Watermada at the same time.
Yeah, the Voltamod is the one that we wanted to replace. I agree with you 100%. That was the one.
Yeah.
Would you have been happy with that?
I would have been happy. Yeah, I would have, because I felt like, I think people need to understand, the brother is like 200 centimeters tall.
Right? He's like 6'6", isn't he? Like 6'6".
Yeah. And for someone his height, the fact that he can drop back and actually play with the ball like that, it's something you have to actually kind of respect. You get me? But I do agree, because I've had this conversation with Steve. His shooting could be a bit more improved.
Steve said that.
Yeah. I've had this. It could be a bit more improved, but I think you should also put to perspective. And I mean, Jez can also kind of back me in this. The brother played like halfway through last season for Stuttgart and scored like around 12 goals.
Yes.
That's literally like one less than Sesko did all season last year.
Oh, please don't, and stop.
I think he outscored Sesko last season.
Or something like that. Yeah, like it's mad. It's mad.
That's why it's kind of.
Hey, Bundesliga bandits say, hey, none of this said, please stop.
All right. Now I'm okay. Let me go to Waterman. Then let me just go away to Sesko. Yeah, no, because it's kind of, because I always thought that I can understand why Bayern wanted Waterman in. I can understand it, and I saw a video today. Apparently, he said one of his favorite. It kind of makes sense why it's a bad finisher. He said one of his favorite German players ever is Kai Havertz. So it kind of makes sense where it's all coming from. Like Wirtz, I don't see. This is why I say Germany's national team is finished. Like I remember Wirtz saying that one of his favorite players is Joe Felix. I was like, what?
Bro, you know one of our brightest stars that's coming up, Leonard Carl. Brother,
yeah, no.
Bro, man said his idol is Odegaard.
This is what I'm trying to say. There's something serious wrong with the German.
His idol is Martin Odegaard, bro.
You see, that's why I say I believe with all the German greats that we had, the fact that they're coming up always whatever. That's a conversation for another day. But with Waterman, it's like that's why I was kind of using Waterman as like this example of why I feel like they want to do that, but they want to do that with Jackson now, where Kane could be potentially departing in the next 1 to 2 seasons. And they want to prepare Jackson already to become like the replacement to Kane in the 1 to 2 seasons, and then you maybe in the later on season you get maybe a proper winger in it. That's why I was using Watchman as an example.
Nah, by the way, I hope not. I really hope not.
Oh no, obviously I know you don't want that, but I'm thinking that they might do it.
I mean, at this rate, after this summer, I wouldn't put past it. That's the point. I wouldn't put past it. Like the thing is, I feel like the Bayern board in general, they're more concerned about penny pinching than they are about like being serious. That's what I generally feel like, because we have all the money in the world. We in the Bundesliga, we get the most money. Like and it's like not really even that close compared to other German clubs, because we just
Oh, it's just crazy. It's great. It's crazy. Actually.
it's like even Oliver Kahn said this, right?
Oh.
So the fact that we are unable to make some, but then again, we say that we don't want to spend, but then we're willing to spend for Luis Diaz, you know, which, by the way, that brother pissed me off last game, but that's a different discussion for a different game, right? It's just baffling, bro. It's just absolutely baffling to me how they move. It's like they say one thing, but they do another thing. It's like there's no consistency with what they're saying into which it matches with the words or the actions, basically. Sorry.
I've been saying this. I've been saying this to Flores like for years now. Since I think I've been around since 2021, and I've been saying this on here like for time now. Just before even some of the people on here, like Fator, probably only Fator, really one of the OGs. When I've been saying this, Bayern's board's been washed properly since the Champions League went. To be honest.
Yeah.
You've been saying this.
Mm-hmm.
You've been saying this. That they have.
Well, you know what it is? It's I feel like it's Uli Hoeneß himself, because he's the leader, head of the supervisory board. Like, for those who don't know, this brother used to be like he was one of our legendary players. You know, he retired early because of an injury, and he became like a chairman, and then over time became like basically one of them phenomenon type lead board members. You know, and he ended up becoming a head of the supervisory board. And this brother, yes, he took us so far over the times, but lately, because the market has been so inflated, like Jazz was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
This brother has just decided not to keep up with it. You know, he wants to do things his way. It's like my way or the highway type thing. And yeah, man, there we are now. You know, that's why, by the way, some fans, and I don't know if Jazz agrees with this or not, but I think some fans now are like in a consensus in which like this 50+1 may have to be abolished, bro.
No, I agree with you, because I feel like
that.
I feel like
they have to be abolished, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. The way that they're moving is what.
I saw the point. I used to see the point of it. But now these days it's like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see the point of it no more. Like, there was a time where it was useful, but now it's like, and you can see the impact of it in the whole league. Like, the league is literally digressing. But like, I still enjoy the Bundesliga, and I watch the Bundesliga every weekend when I can. But you can see how bad teams are recruiting, and how like teams get away with it. Personally, so I don't know, man. Like, if they were to get rid of it, I wouldn't mind it. But they would never get rid of it, though.
They're never gonna get rid of it because they believe too much in fan vote. But the thing is, they say this, but then the clubs don't even listen to the fans as much anymore.
I don't know, it's simple. Like, that's the thing.
And the fans don't even protest as much anymore as well. That's another problem.
So it's a mess, to be honest. Like, this is a whole different conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, no. And big up to Amika as well, big up Flawless and Sarcasm City TV. Much respect, bruv. Big up to the panel also. Loving the show. Keep up the great work, bruv. God bless. Best wishes from Nigeria. I've liked and subbed already. Respect. Hey, appreciate comments like this, man. Big up, man. Bless to you. That's it from Nigeria, you know. That's crazy. Big up all my Nigerians in the chat. Big up everyone's support.
I hope you never see my content.
Yeah. Just guys.
Don't tune in. Don't tune in. Doing AFCON, man. Like, I will be one of the biggest haters.
Yeah. That being said, people, there will be AFCON content on the channel as well. We just like
give him Maghreb, man. I need Morocco to win that, man.
Closer to the time, we'll decide. But yeah, Jez and Prime and Victor and the rest of the gang will be doing. I won't be there, but they'll be doing the AFCON content like they did last year because you don't liked it so much, to be honest. Just to fake. Big up Flawless and Zay and the rest of the panel. Also, FYI, if you're aware about some fraud on YouTube's pretending to be you. Oh, it's probably a fake account. There's fake accounts of us all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
how you made it.
I'm
So
not,
many
I'm
fake
not
accounts
aware
these days,
of
man.
whoever the fuck it is trying to be me. It
Yeah,
probably
it's
is
fake
not.
accounts. Yeah, there's gonna be a fake account of you. I think I blocked
Hey
it.
man, hey man, look at it that way. Look at it that way, man. You're getting big enough that people making fake accounts of you.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
I've actually done that. I've blocked a couple of you.
just click on it. If it's not my channel and stuff, just block it.
Yeah. It's Johan Wissa to Newcastle. Here we go. Deal verbally agreed right now between the clubs. Fee worth 55 million package. Brentford accept formal proposal from Newcastle and Wissa on his way for medical later today after Isak gone. Wissa and Walter May join for Eddie Howe. I think that's a very good deal. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's a very good deal for Newcastle. I'm a fan. I think he'll do well there. Big up Prime as well. I genuinely think he'll do well there. I think it's a good deal for them. I think him linking up with the likes of Gordon, Alanga, Volta Made, you lot are saying is good. Obviously, we know about the shield midfield they've got as well. So I think he'll actually do well. I think he'll do well there. Go on, fam. Go on.
My only concern is now I had this conversation with Steve, and I think this is why I look at Eddie Howe that way. I feel like Newcastle massively are seeking out for a creator.
Yeah,
I feel like what made Wissa and Bremer also good was that they had Damsgaard on top of it, and they have Newcastle have not even a single bone of creativity in the team. I'm sorry, they just don't. Like, there's a difference between being able to pick up the pass and being actually a creative player. Like, I hate when people trying to do that. Like, Tonali can go and create. Bruno G can go and create. No, they don't create, man. They're not creators. So I feel like Newcastle not trying to chase down a type of player like that to support guys like Waterman, support guys like Wissa. I think it's a downgrade. But do I think it can work out? Yeah, but this is the interesting part about it. Because they originally wanted 2 strikers anyways. They wanted Edetico to link up with Isak. So do they actually go and play 2 strikers now? Or is it still going to be just a 1 striker thing?
I think it depends on who. I think they will, because they've got it patterned for when they're playing better sides with that midfield trio. But let's say you're playing Burnley at home. You don't need Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno G.
Yes.
That, like, you know, like you mentioned it with Spurs about not wanting to see the midfield you've seen against Bournemouth. I think they're in the same boat as well. Is that midfield trio works against most. If you're going away to Anfield, yes, perfect.
And that's why I said.
You're going away to the bridge, perfect. But if you're at home to Everton, I don't think you necessarily need that.
Wolves at
home, like when you're being in the ascendancy, and I think that's where they fell short. So I think they'll look at it and go, Voltamado and Wissa together can add creativity, like those two as a duo. Because you don't need, like I say, you're gonna dominate the ball.
And that's why I say, like, that's why I'm super. It's kind of weird that I'm saying that I'm super annoyed because I'm not a Newcastle fan, but I'm saying that as like just from a football fan perspective, what could have been if they're going maybe to a Leicester and say, "Yo, take 30 million and get El Canous." It's a cheap investment. I think he's one of the very underrated players. He's going on loan to Stuttgart. I think he's going to do good out there by Stuttgart. By the way,
I think he'll be good under Sebastian on this as well.
Yeah. Same. And I feel like this could have been an investment that I feel like Newcastle could have done because he's not going to go and ask to start at Newcastle. 30 million, he can be a squad player, and you see how he does as he comes on. Like, but they spend that on Jacob Ramsey, and it's like Jacob Ramsey is just another role runner to me.
Yeah, the Jacob Ramsey thing is crazy.
So this is what I'm trying to say, and like I feel like they could have actually spent it on a creator. But you are right, they could do that against weaker teams where they take one of the midfielders also and just put a striker in there.
Yeah, and I think that'll be the MO. I think we'll see him move away from just those 3 in midfield for not all games, but quite a lot. Or even if you're chasing a game and you want to go a little bit more offensive.
Yeah, but that's why. But that's because I've been saying to Steve for a few years now that they need a creator in their midfield or as part of their attack. So, and that's why there's a cap to Newcastle really pushing on and progressing, because Newcastle are now at a point where they're respected in the Prem as one of the best sides. So if they're not playing the top 6, if they go and play at Brentford or whatever, or in Everton, we're expecting Newcastle to actually come out and play as a big team. And if we're going to face sides who are just going to sit back against them, they then have to go break down low blocks, and they don't have a creative player in there to really do that. and that's like really the problem. So
That's right.
I don't know. It's I don't know. Like Newcastle.
Go on.
Spending that money on the Elanga is crazy when you could have spent it on like a creative right winger or something.
Yeah, the Elanga one is mad. I can't lie. It is like him, Jacob Ramsey, but it seems that that's what they wanted to go for whatever reason. Unless they gonna go like, Europe, we just gonna hit teams on the counter. Like, is that it? Like,
that's fine to do in Europe. Yeah. But I mean, in the Prem against, like, if you're not playing Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs,
you're right.
You're gonna have even playing Man United. Man United are gonna sit back, so you still have to like come out and attack them and try and break them down. Like, my point is, most of the teams in the Prem, like, you need something to face down low blocks. Like Newcastle, like, really don't have that. So
that's why it didn't make no sense, the Elanga thing. I get you, but it seems that's the route they want to go down.
The creators are the wingers. I mean, yeah, but they still play Trippier unless they properly switch to a back three now. Which I noticed against Liverpool, they were playing a back three when they played on the ball. So unless they actually switch to playing with
who would win Liverpool? Livermento. The other side is a
Livermento and Hall.
Oh yeah, they got to lose Hall.
But for some reason, Eddie Howe keeps playing Trippier, and then he'll play Livermento left back and just bench Hall.
Maybe they might. You know what? It might be a thing where they go back three and go with the two up top.
I think they'll do that in big games. They'll do that in big games in Europe because makes sense.
Yeah, because Elanga can play wing back as well.
Yeah,
he's definitely capable of playing wing back. The engine he's got. Yeah, because Pop's saying the creators are on the wing. It's just that they're outside of Gordon. They're not really. They do need a little bit more invention, a little bit more. Well, we'll see how they line up. They ain't started well, but obviously it's early, and this is without Wissa, without Volta made in the team yet. So
I know their creators are on the wing, but like, if you want to take the step up to being one of the bigger sides, you need someone in your midfield or as part of your attack. You do
Agreed. You need someone centrally to go and find passes and make things happen. Yeah, I agree with that. You do, which is, yeah. They probably got rejected. So if we look through all the teams players that rejected them, there's probably a couple in there. Probably
that's where you now look at scouting then, because you shopping in the same market as a
United and Chelsea,
United and Spurs and stuff doesn't make sense. Yeah, but you can find players, like, there are players out there that you could have got.
True.
But you know what it is? I would say Cunha. I think that's an echo.
You?
Is it an echo?
Whoa.
No, okay, it's back. Nah, this is funny. I would say Cunha, who rejected them early in the window, they haven't gone for one creative player. Go through the players. They didn't go for a creative player this window.
Yeah, the only one you're going to say is kind of like that is João Pedro. He's the only one that look at.
But even then, he's no creator. I'm talking about when I say creator, I'm saying Olisa, for example. Olisa, that's why even I disagree. Yes, the white players create for them, but they're not creators. Gordon is not creator. I think he's not that good. He's not picking you out the pass. Maybe he puts in a cross and like he hits maybe the byline and puts a cross in, but that's not creating for me.
Oh, when Pop said creators, I was thinking they're fullbacks when they get forward. And
yeah, like, just like the fullbacks are probably the best creators. Yeah, and Trippier is probably
years for Newcastle under Eddie Howe, and that's why I'm saying you want to take that step up now. You also need someone in
midfield and attacking forward, yeah.
It's like you have the money clearly because you guys have they've been bidding big money for players. It's just that they've gone to other clubs, so you have the money to put down. So it's like, just go and find. There are players out there. Just go find them.
But you know what it is. I don't think it's a scouting issue. I think it's an Eddie Howe issue because I think Eddie Howe refuses to go with that type of players. That's why he went for Elanga.
Yeah,
because I think the plan was.
They don't have a director of football. I think
like
Steve mentions this. Eddie Howe's in control of their scouting.
Yeah, and even the guy that was in there, Eddie Howe was beefing with because they didn't get along, and targets that maybe the director of football wanted, Eddie Howe wasn't with. That's why I'm believing that. the reason why they're not chasing these type of profiles is because it's Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe wants these hard work. That's why he went for Jacob Ramsey instead of a creator.
Hard working, these hard working guys.
Hard work, like because for me, yeah, Jacob Ramsey before the injuries, he was like a good box crusher. He was like a good box crusher, score some goals, get some couple assists here and there, but he wasn't necessarily like this creator, in my opinion. And I'm looking at like I think Eddie's whole main idea was that he thought Isak is gonna stay, Alanga is gonna be like inside forward, and Isak is gonna be like, because Isak is like a complete forward. He chops deep, he links up the play, he scores the goals as well. But now that you lost it, you have to rethink now what you want to do. Votamata can do this complete forward type of role where he kind of does a little bit of everything, but he's not doing it to the same level of Isak, which is the problem now. So I'm asking, so that's why I'm saying, why would you not go and try to actually buy actual creators? And I think that comes down to Eddie Howe.
Yeah,
I don't think they want to, and this is a big issue because then, like, because I was listening in as I was getting water. I agree with Prime because you're one of the more respected teams in the league. You kind of expected to have the ball. How are you unlocking teams? Do you want to unlock teams with Jolinton?
Yeah.
Like,
I remember
brute force.
This is what I'm trying to say. Into Mickey, bro.
When Spurs and they went to make that step up to now being respected amongst.
Who's this? Sorry, start again. What team did you say?
He said Poch.
Spurs. Poch's Spurs.
Okay, go on. Nah, I just missed it. I didn't hear. Go on, carry on.
When they started making that transition into now being like respected as one of the best teams in the Prem and in Europe, they had Eriksen. So as much as they had the width from Walker and Rose, they had Eriksen in midfield to create for them. They had Dembele. They had creators in the team. They had options. Newcastle, they don't have that. You haven't made the step up that you should now be making. Because it's all well and good playing on the counter with Alanga and Gordon up against Chelsea and beating Chelsea, but you can't do that against Brentford.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking forward to them in Europe, though.
That'd be funny. In Europe.
I'm looking forward to that.
But even still in Europe, there's still a cap to how far they can actually progress then in Europe.
Of course.
I agree. Yeah. I think you know what it is. I think that it's just that their game's going to be more. Even if there's a cap of how far they can go, at least the games will be entertaining.
That's what I'm thinking of. All them high lines in Europe with all that space there. I'm just thinking from an entertainment perspective.
You know what? Steve's right. Steve's been saying for like a year, Eddie Howe has to leave, and I've been arguing against it heavily. But Steve's so right. Eddie Howe has to leave.
By the way, Prime, where I come from, bro, like the owners, you get me. I've been saying, Eddie Howe needs to go too. By the way.
Yeah, he has to go.
That's why I stopped arguing about Steve about his team. When he says something, I'm like, he's probably onto something. That's why I don't even argue.
The reason why I argued against him was the season when, like 2 years ago, when they had mass injuries and they were just losing games.
And you wanted Joseph.
And I was defending against, and I was arguing against Steve, saying like you can't just be blaming how your squad depth really isn't good enough. But now Eddie Howe has all this control, and you went through a window, and your only creator is Jacob Ramsey. With all due respect, like unfortunately he does have to go. And when I look at the other teams in the Prem, like Palace have Glasner and stuff like that, and Villa have Emery. Like these teams shouldn't really be better than you, and arguably you could say they're maybe not better than you, but they've built squads, or at least their 11s anyway, from a creative sense, that are better. Like Eze's left Palace, and they've been able to, like, at least try and replace him.
They got was it Pino? Is his name?
Yeah, Jeremy Pino.
He's a decent when he got on there.
He's a good player.
Because he's a creative player. You can kind of see he doesn't really have pace like that, but he's like a tricky. Yeah.
They lost Elise last year, and they replaced him with Ismail Ashar, and he ended the season. He was up there with the most big chances created in the league.
Yeah,
like
something like that. Because Glasgow changes his role.
Why aren't you? Where's your scouting? You have all this money.
Because Eddie Howe wants the brute force, man.
This what I'm trying to say is that Eddie Howe. I don't blame the scouting. I blame Eddie Howe because go through the list of players that they scout, and I'm telling you, there's not a single player that is literally hoof the ball up, all direct ass football, bro. But you can't play direct football when teams are gonna sit back against you.
Like, how are you guys not going for Omari Hutchinson, for example? Why is he at Forest?
Like Douglas Luiz, for example, we went Forest.
Understandable, to be fair.
Yeah, this the matter thing. They don't even need him because they don't even need him because they got Bruno G. He's fine.
No, I'm saying Omari Hutchinson, who is actually a creative player. He's a 10. Like, my point is, there's players out there, and you can try and go for them. You went and tried and you shopped in the market with United and Newcastle, United and Spurs, and they're bigger clubs than you. So that wasn't going to work. So why not shop in the same market as a Forest? You'll be able to get players over Forest.
One thing I think they will be is entertaining games. Big up my G Rants for the raid as well, man. Shout out to Rants. Make sure you subscribed if you're not subscribed to Rants and Bants. Big up for the raid, Rants. I appreciate it as well. Everyone who's joined over from the raid, run up the likes, please. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to Zir Talks as well. That's Zir's channel. Big up my nephew who says Big Six Cartel. I lied, Jose. Big Six Cartel, a real thing. But hey, man, the window's closed. The window is closed. And we get into it, man. Top 8 predictions. Hey, Fats. Over to you, man. Top 8 prediction, my friend. What are you saying? Windows closed. We know our teams will at least be looking until January.
I say now Liverpool win the league.
Okay, so you got Liverpool first. Cool.
And I'll put Chelsea second.
Let's go. Chelsea.
Man City.
See, go.
Arsenal.
Let's go.
Tottenham.
Quiz, yeah. I see you. Go on.
Crystal Palace.
All right, Palace. All right, Fez. Go on.
Everton.
Jeez, Everton, yeah. Moisey.
7.
Yeah, 7. You got 8th.
Forest.
Forest. All right, so just to clarify this, Liverpool first, Chelsea second, City third, Arsenal 4th, Tottenham Hotspur 5th, Crystal Palace 6th, Everton 7th, Nottingham Forest 8th. That's you, Fats, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Jez, same question to you, my friend.
Can you look at what I said last time?
I'll tell you now. 1 second.
Yeah, because I remember I gave it first time, so I want to quickly just kind of analyze what I said last time.
Let me check. I think it's in my phone. Give me a second.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Also,
cool.
I find it funny that people are now respecting the Everton shout, because when I said that, it was a bit crazy, you know. But
the funny part is, I still don't have to.
No, it's just the first 3 games, though. I think they've been okay. They lose the first game against.
Actually, to be fair, you know what? Thatcher is not the best guy to back up my Everton claim. Never mind. Sorry.
No.
Hey, there you go, man. Hey,
I got gas. I forgot.
Fats is backing you up, you know. That's like Ryan saying, yeah, that's a good prediction.
Yeah, my bad. If it was Jez or something, I would have. Yeah,
Fats really.
You know what, Thatcher? Don't back Everton, please. Don't back Everton.
Nah, he's already backed it. I'm just having a look here. Hold on 1 second.
What the hell?
If you can't say it, then I'll just go ahead with that.
I think it's in there. Give me a second.
Because I know I spoke about it, that's why.
Yeah. Because I asked you. This was before the first game. It was the week. Week of before the first game.
Yeah,
It's there somewhere. Think about it. Because we would have spoke about it.
100%. This was like 2 weeks ago. I remember something like that.
Oh yeah, yours was. Here we go. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton, Villa, Manchester United.
Oh, okay. So I stay with Liverpool first.
All right. Cool.
I go Arsenal. I go Liverpool first. Arsenal second. I stay with the same top 4. Same top 4.
Cool. Which is Liverpool, Arsenal. I just threw it over. What was it? Liverpool, Arsenal.
It was Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea.
All right, cool.
I'm going with 5th.
It's tough.
That's the thing, innit? Because I know a lot of people putting us in on this range, but I still don't rate us, to be honest. Can I lift 5th and not open? And I go just 6 real quick.
Yeah, cool.
I go 6. I go Brighton. I'll go Tottenham 7th, and 8th I go with Newcastle.
Just Newcastle 8th. Okay.
Oh, I don't know who.
I'll come back to you on the 6th. Prime flows,
Yeah. Yeah, it's fifth, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
fifth.
can I go next quickly? Because I'm
of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you'll go from 1st to 8th or 8th to 1st?
You can go 8th to 1st, 1st to 8th, whichever. It's totally up to you.
Last time I said 8th Newcastle. I actually might stick with that. I think I might stick with that.
All right, cool.
I think I might stick with that. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to. I don't even want to know if I want to back you, man, anymore after what I've been seeing. Bro, you might be scraping. Bro, I can see why you were questioning that when I said it last time.
Hey, the difference a couple games makes.
Wait, Zir, what'd you say last time?
Last time I said United 7th. I was being too nice.
Hey, you know what? At least you didn't say what Fatter said. So.
Look at this guy.
I said 5th.
Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how long Amram is.
Why are you saying it like it wasn't a bad show?
I said 5th. Okay.
United.
Yeah, that's not a good show.
What did you think I meant that you said that United would win the league? What are we doing? Oh, I said 5th. Is that bad? Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Palace is not a bad shout. I'll say them 7th.
Palace. All right, cool.
Yeah, Palace is not a bad shout.
Palace. You go 5th.
I still think Tottenham 6th.
Oh.
If that's what I said last time, I don't remember. And then what was the other 5? Did I mention Villa in this last time?
I'll tell you now. Give me a sec.
I don't remember what I mentioned.
It's all good. I'll go ahead.
I only remember part of it.
Let me have a look.
There we go. I remember.
Say it somewhere. There it is. Hey, what's going on? I'll have to check. I might put it on my phone still. I swear I had it right now. Find this shit. You don't run up the likes as well. What are we doing? I know the likes is way too low.
Yeah, people gonna be watching. People, we're gonna be watching you like eagle eyes right now. What are you guys doing?
Facts. Run up the damn likes, man. What would you look?
Also, it's crazy that Leverkusen have won one league title and all of a sudden they have more standards than anyone.
Who would have thought, man?
I'm not. Hey, listen. You can say they have more standards, but guess
Leverkusen
what?
have some
Listen. I listen. I hope that they get Terzic, bro. Apparently, they might get Terzic.
Yeah, the link to them, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, and you know what will happen when they get Terzic? They'll sack him before United sack him.
Hey.
Shit.
Bro, the only positive thing Terzic has is cup runs, bro. Like that's probably the only positive.
This is the thing. This is I because I remember, because Tottenham fans wanted Ange out, and wanted to bring Terzic, and I was like, yo, I'm not about to, because I was celebrating when Terzic got sacked.
Oh, here's was yours. Sorry to cut you off, Chess. Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Villa, Spurs, United, Newcastle.
Yeah, I don't know about Villa because Villa have not had a good start, have they?
No.
But then again, Sancho could help them a little bit. But I don't know if they are. But I don't know if they are going to be top 5, top 6 quality.
Sancho and Harvey Elliott.
Oh shoot! Did they actually get to them as well?
Yeah.
You're alone with obligation.
You know what? No, I want to put. You know what? If that is the case, then I'll put Tottenham 5th. That's cool.
Spurs 5th. All right, cool.
Tottenham 5th.
So who's 6th?
I'll put Palace 6th, and I'll put Newcastle 7, Villa 8.
Okay.
Brighton could be in a mix. I don't know. I feel like they'll get caught on some games to be in the top 8.
So that's Villa 8th, Newcastle 7th, Palace 6th, Spurs 5th.
Yeah, and then my top 4. I said Liverpool, Chelsea. I think I'll stick with that top 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll stick with that top 2.
So you're going Liverpool and then Chelsea?
Yeah, but then I'm not gonna. I don't know what's up with this Man City team, bro. But then Donnarumma joining in. You know what, Bonnet? Keep the top 4 the same. Us Arsenal team is fraudulent.
Hey, talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit.
Yeah. Like, don't get it twisted. They may have had a good window, but Arteta's he's putting him back. So fourth.
Wait, hold on there. You're not afraid of top 5 manager in the world?
I thought that was Aaron.
Brother, we play them in the Champions League.
You know.
I don't.
Hold on, this was Jason said, not you.
This fucking.
Wait.
I will find you in Leicester. You know.
Wait. You said what about Amro?
No, there was some dude before the season started. There was some dude who said United got the 5th best manager.
They called in to sack Aston City.
No. This was doing a show, innit? And somebody in the chat was debating, innit, saying that United got the 5th best top 5 manager, top 5 defense, and top 10 goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah, I remember. That was crazy. I ain't seen him since.
No, he's been gone. He's legit.
Top 5 manager, top 5 attack, top 5 defense, and top 10 goalkeeper. So
that's what it was. Yeah, I remember we was having that debate. Yeah, he's with Tony, man. Got his track shoes on. Hey, Zay, shout out your channel. Let him know what you got coming up.
Anyway, bro. I mean, listen, Bayern content, Hilal content, wrestling content, watch alongs, hate alongs, whatever it is, I'm around. You get me? Different shows such as heavyweight shows, top Benzyachi, Shirley shows, another Shirley Palace, Arsenal fans. So if I want to throw shades at them, I will. You get me? And then I'm starting. I already started a Madrid Bayern show. I'm gonna start not Barca Bayern show. I'm gonna start the Bayern Barca show soon as well. So stay tuned to that one. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Are you gonna do a preview when we play, you guys?
Yeah, listen, we'll see. There's a lot of. I think I talked to Yasser lately, so maybe we can plan something out. You get me? But we will be there, bro, in a few weeks, man. Jackson against his.
Big up, everyone. I'm out. Yeah, big up.
Hey, fats, blessings every time.
See you guys.
Blessings.
As well, man.
Hey, Zay, big up. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Zay Talks, man. Zay, blessings. Brian, floor's yours, man. You go first to 8 for 8 to first.
Liverpool in the league. City. What?
I agree. They do win the league. It just sickens me to hear it, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. Sickens. It makes me sick to my stomach.
but anyone but Arsenal in that. So.
No, it's not like that. It's anyone but Aston, anyone but Liverpool, anyone but City. But here we go. Fuck them all. What I was saying.
Anyone but Spurs.
2028.
Hey, I told you, hey, Finna Ice.
He said this in the chat. The amount of time Jez has got.
We will just have it out. Send me your address.
I don't see Jez is on Finnice anymore. I think
no.
Over there, yo. You know what I'm saying?
No. The thing is, yeah. It's just that I remember all the conversations prior to the season, and it always gets me cracking up.
And people wonder why I was losing my mind, yo. 3 months I had to put up with that shit every day, every single day for 3 whole months. I had to put up with all of that nonsense. All right, 2.5 because everyone stopped like halfway through August, but I'm just saying 3 months. And telling me how we got top 5 this, top 5 that, I agree, Twisted Fate, yes, but to tell us we have a top 5 defense and top 5 manager is just not the correct thing. Top 5 midfield, I think he said as well. Why have we seen him since? Because if we was flying and would have won that game, he'd be here. He was flying, we would have packed up Arsenal and beat Fulham and packed up Burnley. Different conversation, but hey, we move. Go on, man.
United have 5 clean sheets in like 30. You've not won 10 Premier League games. You're on 9 currently. And you've not won back-to-back Premier League games. So what is more likely to happen? You win your 10th Premier League game or you win back-to-back Premier League games? You play City next.
To get to back-to-back Premier League games, we've got to win the 10th. So win the 10th. But we ain't beating City. We ain't beating City. Let's just clarify that we had not beaten City. People for some reason think we are. We ain't beating you lot either. It's got a draw rating all over it. So we're 1-5 in our first 5. Probably
well,
2 draws.
At least you'll play well against City, innit? So,
yeah, they'll give us that because we will. Because City will give you enough space to operate in that will actually look decent at times. Like on the account with Ahmad, with Embremo, with Cunha if he's fit, with Xerxes, with Sesko, you're actually with Dorgu, you're actually look half decent going forward.
What Mount?
Hey, are you Jez? Fucking
no, but that's who he's gonna play. That's who he's gonna play.
He's injured. No one asked for that. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, whether he plays or not, he ain't doing nothing in space. You feel me?
Oh, I didn't say he's doing anything. I said he's gonna be.
Yeah, that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Hey, these guys, yo. Second place, man. Who you got in second?
Yeah. Liverpool winning the league. I'm still gonna give City like their respect and the benefit of the doubt and say second, even though like that defense is so shaky. And as much as I agree Donnarumma is an improvement because he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world, the goalkeeper is so important for Pep in how they play out the back. That isn't so important. So unless Pep's willing to like switch it a bit and just say to Donnarumma, just hit it long to Haaland and he can make it sick, I don't necessarily know how that's
going to work. I did see them do that in the game against Brighton, though, and I was surprised. I seen that happen with traffic to Haaland, which did surprise me. I was like, oh shit, they lumped it long to Haaland.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Again, listen, Pep, you're one of the GOATs, so figure it out. And also you have enough firepower to finish second. Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth. My prediction previously before the season started, I had Newcastle fifth and Spurs sixth. But with them losing Isak and Spurs signing Simmons, I'm gonna put Spurs fifth, Newcastle sixth.
Quiz, man.
Seventh, like it's tough. Palace, I don't think they'll finish that high because I don't think they have quality squad depth. And with them being in Europe, I expect them to win Conference League, and that's going to affect them in the back end of the season. Villa, same thing. I don't really think they have the best squad depth, and I expect them to win Europa. However, I don't necessarily see any team finishing 7th, so I'm just going to stick with Villa 7th, and I'm going to put Everton 8th. I'm going to stick with Everton 8th.
You're doing Fats with the Everton one, yeah?
Fats is not part of this team. Fats not part.
But you are in agreement with that because he's got
Fats is doing that for some Everton woman. I actually.
He's doing it for Skalskia.
I've been saying Everton.
That's when he comes back.
So
hey, Jazz, we need your 5th place team as well.
Actually, because I was literally rethinking that doing time, so there's a couple of readjustments that I did actually. So the top 4 stays the same with Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
So you're going Liverpool, so you're not going Aston, you're going Liverpool, City, Chelsea.
Yeah, I had Liverpool. I had Man City. Okay, there we go. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City.
Can you say you're one so it's easier to like clip and stuff?
Yeah, my bad. Liverpool first. So it's late as well. I'm tired, so
it's cool. Liverpool that shortly, man.
Liverpool first. Arsenal second. Man City third and Chelsea fourth. That's my top 4. And then I go 5th is Brighton.
Jeez.
I go 6th Tottenham, Newcastle 7th, and Aston Villa 8th.
All right. So just to clarify, as I actually write this down, you said Villa 8. Okay. So here's just to clarify yours, just. So Liverpool first, Arsenal second, Manchester City third, Chelsea fourth, Brighton 5th, Tottenham Hotspur 6th, Newcastle United 7th, Aston Villa 8th.
Yes.
Right. Prime yours is Liverpool first, Manchester City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal 4th, Tottenham Hotspur 5th, Newcastle United 6th, Aston Villa 7th, Everton 8th.
Yep.
All right. Let's make sure I had it right. Okay. That's some good picks. It's tough. Like I said, after the 4th spot, like I was struggling. I was like, I don't know.
Because it's open because as of right now, Newcastle and Aston Villa severely dropped. Nottingham Forest, they had like I think the first 2 games they played are high, but even then, I'm not sure about them just yet. Because this is like 3 games is too early to kind of tell.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even want to disrespect Villa, because I've seen man give hella disrespect to Villa. Like it's not like the team hasn't changed that much. Obviously, they're playing Europe, so it's gonna be impacting them.
Yeah, but
like
no one's talking about Europe. Everyone's just saying that Villa will be bad because they're bad. No one's talking about Europe having an effect on them.
But that's the thing. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird though, because they're still a good team though. They're better than the average team.
Yeah. Wallace, I'm assuming you already gave yours.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't, because I normally just wait for the Q&As as well to do it. Unless, like, I'm with a panelist and someone asks, but, like, fan calling shows and other shows is more so about them. Whereas this is Q&As a little bit more. Well, they're all long form, but Q&As I can do it. But first Liverpool, second City, third Arsenal, fourth Chelsea, fifth.
See, this is where it gets hard now.
Yeah, fifth Spurs. 6th Newcastle, 7th Villa, 8th Palace. That's my top 8.
Can I ask? Can I change? If I'm gonna suck, let's say before November, can I change my?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Like when we revisit this, yeah. Like if something major happens, then we'll revisit it and go, all right, where have you got United?
The thing is here, because I wanna see if, let's say you suck in mid-November. And then I want to wait till like December and see how the new manager does.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to make it changes kind of like my mind.
We're gonna do predictions in January when the window ends.
Yeah. Because what I didn't do this last season, I'll do this season is we'll do a prediction recap show. So when the season ends, we'll do a recap show. I look for everyone's predictions from the start of the season, obviously January as well, and then until the end of the season.
That'll be easy because, like, I'm gonna clip this whole thing and put it on the channel. And then and what was the last show before this? It was the call-in show.
Fan calling show. So fan calling show and then the Man United, we did them as well. I've got them written down.
Who was on there?
Eddie, Sheik, Danny.
Okay, United fans. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I do everyone like midday tomorrow. Like everyone I'm on with, I'm gonna do all the shows. I'm gonna get predictions from everybody.
Well, the Arsenal show and the Bayern show yesterday, they didn't give theirs because the window was still open.
No, the window was still open. No, so they'll give theirs next time round.
This week. Okay, so for this week, then, because there's no football anyway. For this week, I'll do all of that. Then.
Nah, appreciate it, 100%. But yeah, it was tough because I was like, after fifth, I was like, do I go Spurs, Newcastle getting Wissa, and then I had Newcastle high anyway, but. Isak's a difference maker, but teams for so I was like, all right, that's what I'm going with.
Warrior, you can do the timestamp for the videos on the Clips channel for the
oh yeah, if you want to, Warrior J, if you got time, feel free to. Yeah, appreciate all the hard work, Warrior J. Appreciate it, Warrior J. Real one.
Jez, what do you think of Sunderland's team? Because they have a lot of African players. What do you think of their team?
I loved it already. When they even before they said just even the last couple of days. I mean, they even added Bertrand Traore, former Aston Villa winger, so another African. And even just overall, even the guys who are not African, I mean, they actually made an attempt to stay up in the league, unlike Leeds and Burnley. It's really interesting to see how AFCON is gonna mess them up because they signed a lot of. There's a lot of African players who are going to be going doing AFCON.
Yep.
I was just looking as you man mentioned it. Shit, literally AFCON games Christmas Eve, mad. And Boxing.
I've been telling you guys, AFCON starts the 21st.
Yeah, you know what? Like I just didn't pay. I knew it was around. It was like the end of the year, start of the year, but I just didn't think about like, it's going to be on Christmas. That shit going to be lit.
Usually it's in January though. Like I think it's the first time in. Maybe ever, or at least in a very, very long time, that it's now in December.
Yeah,
so
you don't know better than me. But yeah, people, there will be some like Prime and Jez and Victor and the rest of the gang did great work. There will be, I'll talk to them, there will be AFCON content on the channel. So watch alongs, previews, all that. We're just patting it all.
And I'm interested to see how AFCON, because now it's before, or at least maybe, I think it's before the Christmas schedule. The Christmas Boxing Day, schedule with the Premier League teams. And because AFCON ends in January, I'm curious to see how it affects a lot of teams in the Prem. It's going to affect Sunderland heavy. Chelsea don't have an African player in our team. Liverpool have Salah. City have Marmoush. United have Ahmed.
Ain't no as well.
Yeah,
ain't no as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to be interested to see how AFCON actually affects a lot of these teams, bro.
Hey man, that's the good thing, man. Like, Ghana not making it. Kudus is actually staying, but I think only SARS leaving, which is a concern. But even then, all fixtures are hella. I'll take Liverpool. All fixtures are calm during that period.
Yeah, Spurs shouldn't be like you have because you bought in Palini and stuff.
It's only so.
Midfield should still be fine. With United, Ahmad will be a miss. Oh, and Mbuemo, Mazwari.
Those three are going to be big misses.
You know what's crazy? I mean, you bought that Le Mans guy, so it doesn't matter. But Onana, I don't know if he's going. But
he's going. He's going.
He better fucking go.
He's going.
Choice, you better fucking go. The team, you know what I'm saying? You better go. What do you mean he might go? You better go.
I think the reason why he asked because I remember he actually was leaving the Cameroonian FA at one point and he was kicked out of the team. But it's already sorted, isn't it? He's gonna go.
Bro, he got. You know the only time Cameroon or the last time Cameroon won AFCON in 2017, Onana was not in the squad.
Yo, you better fucking go, yo. What are we doing out here?
United will have a listen. If Amram doesn't get sacked now, he'll get sacked during December. Well, all those players gone. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's our entire right hand side.
That's hell.
Literally. Maserati as well.
Yes, that's why I said it's our entire right hand side. It's our right wing back, right sided centre back, and right 10. And who we got December? So 20th of December. Oh, so we got Newcastle 27th of December at home. Wolves the 30th of December. Leeds, Burnley away. Manchester derby. And when's the final? The finals the 18th.
The 18th.
They'll be back for Arsenal the 24th.
Like what? Mbuemo's from Cameroon.
Cameroon, yeah. Onana as well.
I don't expect them to win it.
Ahmad's Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I think Ahmad's Ivory Coast. I would expect them to be able to go far. Mazwari, Morocco, he's expected to go far. So yeah,
all of them going to be at least KO teams. All of them.
Yeah, definitely be like quarterfinals ish. So
yeah, quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be. That's what I was saying. Bro, we should have pushed for Semenyo. Fuck it, bro. The fact that Ghana's not in it, might as well pair Kudus, Shabby, and Kudus, man. Yeah. Fuck it, man. We should have done that, man.
Fucking joking, man.
Arsenal don't have an African player, do they? No, they don't.
Oh, Pep. No, what's it called? I thought they came from the school of Pep, bro. You already know what it is.
Yeah, true.
Do decent African and he has a problem. I don't even think they got African in their team, no? They don't.
Who?
Arsenal.
No African. The last one was
crazy. It's crazy that Chelsea and Arsenal don't have any the two with no African players. It's mad. That is mad to me.
Yeah.
Because it's just the complete opposite growing up.
It was just Jackson. It was just Jackson. And sorry, that's not true. You guys don't know this. I've actually been speaking to Chelsea fans. Tosin, after the Club World Cup, he switched his allegiance. So Nigeria now.
For Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah. He didn't get called up to this squad, but I would knowing what our center back issues are, our best center backs is Schuster Kong and Calvin Bassey. Aside from that, the rest of them are mid. So if it was me, he should be in the squad to go AFCON. But knowing how corrupt Nigeria are, it wouldn't be surprising if he doesn't necessarily get called up because the next international break before AFCON is in October, right? I don't think there's
something about that. Yeah, there's a World Cup qualifier prior to that.
Yeah, so and also Chelsea with Cole being out basically the whole season, the only midfield defender that we have that can actually progress the ball and make line breaking passes is Tosin. So if he goes to AFCON, we would be kind of screwed in that aspect. Unless Maresca comes up with a way to solve that, we'd be kind of
Bobby Sheila.
That guy can't stay fit.
Okay. Then what about Ashimpong?
Achimpong's talented, bro, but he's not a central center back.
Okay. What about Hato?
Stay over there. And where sorry to cut you lot off. Where's AFCON being played? Is it Morocco?
Morocco.
Yeah, you can stay in Morocco. Yo, man, stay over there, man. You can stay in Morocco. Sorry, go on. I need you. Man.
So
I said Hato. Yeah.
Hato can't play in the middle. He's like a wide center.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know.
You might be cooked then.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be.
Well, you know what? There's something I have to say before I forget it though.
Go
on. Maresca came from the school of Pep as well as Arteta. I'm just saying, bro. There's 3 managers right there who refuse to have Africans to their teams. I'm just saying, bro. The school of Pep.
Chelsea are known for having black players. It's just that now the black players we have are they're all French and Belgian now.
Brian just say it, man. They're just black, bro. This is what it is, man.
They're just light skin. You lot see it here, man. All the views expressed by
why is that? What is that? How is that?
Hey, big up to Amika again. Says big up. You know what? Speak to your Nigerian brethren right here. Says big up Latimer's Prime and Jez. Because he's from Nigeria, so big up to him. Flawless, do you think McTominay would have done well in Amram's approach to play? I just think maybe he might have done well now. Keep the likes up, bro. Great, man. Yeah, he would have. He would have just box crashed in the pivot. I think he plays him like Mount. You see how he plays him like Mount? He'll play him like Mount.
Do you not? They're only played McTominay in the 2 midfield.
I think he sees him like he sees Mount.
They're on the running partners. McTominay would have been better in the 10. Your only team would have been better in the 10.
It's so mad the turnaround on McTominay now, bro. Like,
you're ridiculous. We should have sold him. No, we was rubbish. Yes, we should have fucking sold him. Yes.
And this is the thing. And this is the thing. Like, I feel like it really worked out for all parties. United get the money. McTominay can go and play football elsewhere, and he's actually playing where he's getting utilized. And everybody's happy. And everybody's happy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Actually, that is crazy. Like, this is why I call it the Syria Asper. How is McTominay in the bottom door shots?
Yeah,
actually, you know what's crazy though, right? Listen, what Arteta is trying to do and build his team, right? If you're gonna do it, at least make the smarter options. McTominay would have been a better buy to have in your team than like a Moreno or a Havertz.
Well, I mean, this is the irony. This one
told him he's not all easy. Oh, he's doing what? Like, great for him. He's doing well over there, man.
That's what Arteta's a terrorist, bro. That's what
I just mean in terms of but if you're gonna be a terrorist, at least be an effective one.
I mean, Johnson made a good point last time, but I'm not gonna say what he actually said about Arteta.
What Don said was good.
Yeah. The nephew says crossover shows this break on. That is the plan, but I gotta try and find Tony because he got his track shoes on. I know if I do the Arsenal crossovers and he's not there, he'll be disappointed. I might just still do him anyway. So at the moment, it's the plan, yes, but plans could change. But at the moment,
need a crossover show with Vader, bro.
What you mean, Chelsea City? Or just
I need a show with Vader because I've got some questions for him.
Yeah, man, everyone has questions for Vader, but yeah, definitely that's definitely the plan. By the way, Flawless, any chance on doing the Sarcasm City specials again? Since I enjoyed those showing the boring international. Problem is with the specials is finding people like out of pretty much everybody. I've not done specials with everybody, but everybody I'm in contact with, I've done specials with. There's only a couple people who I could possibly get on the channel that I've not done them with, which is there lies the problem. So that's where it lies.
Why
with the
don't you do them for the panelists?
I thought about that already, but then I have to come up with a name and do the dare and stuff like that. I thought about doing that. Obviously, I did the specials, I did the second wave. I did thinking about doing another one for like all the upcoming guys. Like, but I had to come up with a name, an idea, and who to get on, etc., etc. I might just do that, to be honest. Or not this international break, the one after. I just got no name for it currently. But I do want to do one for what's the word I'm looking for? How would I phrase them? Not third wave, because that's not it, but the likes of like Zir, who was on, for example. I use Zir as an example. Everyone who's in like from
probably 225 or so.
Yeah, everyone who's like the upcoming wave, like everyone from like 3-4K downwards type of thing. That's what I'd say.
Oh,
yeah. So the likes of Zir, for example,
like the Gen Z.
Yes, but certain
Gen Z.
But something like that. I've already had this idea anyway. So like I said, I've had this idea for a minute. As soon as I did the second wave, I was like, all right, because someone asked me in the chat, oh, you're gonna do one for like the wave after, and I was like, yeah, when it makes sense. I just didn't want it to be too obvious. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because I got ideas running. Like I've got show ideas on here that didn't like come to that didn't get greenlit for various reasons, whether it's panels or timing. There was three shows on here that I was gonna put on it. 3 permanent weekly shows, but they just didn't materialize and people went elsewhere. Like Duncy, I had a whole nother show idea for him. He was gonna be a part of. Obviously, I'll tell you, man, affair. Say again.
Can you tell us about, I mean, I don't know if you can speak on them. Can you tell us about show ideas that you've had that you just haven't been able to work for whatever reason? Or is that not?
Yeah, I can't tell. I'm not going to reveal because it's like you don't reveal the ingredients. But obviously, I'll tell you off air. But I can say on air, like when shows don't happen, normally it's panelists not being all available at the same time, or me not being able to get the correct panelists because I'm very specific when it comes to weekly shows. Very specific. That's why shows take a minute to get green. Even the Yardman show took a minute. Like if people remember when Lex called in and obviously, I had him on. As soon as I spoke to Lex, I just use Lex for example. I was like, I'm having him on the channel. I just had no show idea for him. And then I did a members Q&A one time, and him and Kaneki was on together. And they were just going back and forth, and the shit was hilarious. And then it hit me. But I didn't say anything on air, and I didn't say anything to that. I said, yo, I've got a show for you, man. And they was like, yeah, cool. Even when I spoke to Kaneki, I had an idea, but Kaneki's such a unique content creator. You can't just put Kaneki anywhere.
Oh yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah. Like Kaneki and Maverick. You can't just put Maverick. You can't just have a Maverick in any team and it's gonna work. You have to give a Maverick settings.
Kaneki's like Pogba. You can't put him next to McTominay.
Yo, you can't exactly because he just gonna be like, yo, what the F is this? All this type of stuff. So I know that.
Yeah,
that's why with Kaneki, I could have easily went Kaneki, United fan, put him on Man United. It don't work. He's been on, yes. But you get the best Kaneki on the Yardman show because he's chatting to Lex. He knows me well enough. And then you throw Javon in the mix. I'm just giving you like insight into the inner workings of my brain when it comes to this. Like, I could have easily have done that. United show, bring him on. Same with Duncy. Like, he works very well with TJ and Tony. So that ain't even no issue. But I had a whole nother show idea I had him for. But the show just didn't happen because I couldn't get the time right. And I couldn't get all the panelists to one. I got literally 3 shows that I wanted to green light, but I didn't.
Is Duncy not Caribbean or Jamaican?
Yeah, he is.
He can't be on the Yardman show.
No, of course he can. But I think he fits best on the Arsenal show. But I'd have him on the Yardman show. But the Yardman show is like very, very specific. Like I want people from Yard on there. That's why I just shut up on that show and let them play ball. Because if people remember on that show, it used to be a little bit more structured where I'd have like, all right, we're talking about this, and then man just like, all right, forget it, just let them play. It's too much flair. It's too much flair, man. It's just too much flair.
They're like part of the London. They're part of the London, bro. Like when you go cages, though, they don't pass the ball, bro.
Yeah, like that's it.
Flawless is Benzema. He had to sacrifice his game.
Yeah, literally. I literally, because you lot have seen me in all scenarios where I'm hosting and I'm a little bit more strict, or I might be a little bit more. That show, I shut up. I don't need to talk much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just occasionally recycle the ball. That's it. I get the ball and pass it 5 yards. Hey, you man, do the thing. It's just that man gonna do what they wanted. That man will pick up the ball from the goalkeeper and try Mega Man on the penalty spot. Like that's what it is. That's what makes the show the show.
Hey,
so yeah, but it doesn't mean man them can't cross over. Like Lex was on the Bayesian show yesterday. It works. Like even though people are on different shows on the channel, it's like we talk about football profiles it. I make sure everyone could go everywhere. That's why the crossover shows work. Because everyone's of a profile, even though people are vastly different, whether it's culture, race, age, team they support, etc. It works. Look at the Yardman show, not the Yardman show. The Spurs show couldn't be any more different. You couldn't find 3 more different people than Jez, M. De Niro, and Jacob. They are the complete 3 opposites.
To be fair,
3 opposites.
M. De Niro and Jez are like kind of similar. Jacob is just a complete 120, bro.
No, but you know the issue. Yeah. Even though you're right, the thing is, yeah, I'm something. See, M. De Niro is not Jacob crazy. Like there's like a bridge in it. He can't get to the Jacob crazy, but I can go with the Jacob crazy. But I also came with the M. De Niro. I'm like the connector. I'm like the Firmino.
Yes,
I'm the Firmino.
Yes.
I'm the Firmino. I'm the Firmino. Jacob is the Salah, and M. De Niro is the Mane. M. De Niro is straight and efficient. But you don't know what you get. That's why he's Salah.
I'm like you are the connector of that, and Jez helps with that because I can't lie. At times with Jacob, I struggle, and Jez will intervene because I have no idea. He'll mention an analogy, and I have no idea what he's chatting about, and Jez will decipher it. I keep the conversation moving. I will have Scooby. Look at my face when Jacob's talking and I'm trying to interact.
The Holton show thing is still hilarious to me when we first talked about it. Because I knew what he was talking about.
Serious? You got 5 3 more different people? You know what I'm saying? You got this German African that lives in Leicester that grew up in Stuttgart. You got M. De Niro, who is North London through and through, Tottenham. Like, if the club could speak, would sound like him. And then you got this crazy white stereotypical stoner from Texas in America.
Listen, Texas,
and it works. It works.
Literally, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, this is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm the Firmino of this shit.
You are the Firmino. You are the Firmino.
And then these Q&As are basically like, cage football.
Yeah, this is where we're going to play cages. Whoever wants to show up. I notice how the Q&As work and they flow. No matter who's on here, no matter whoever from whatever show, it works because it's like I pick people out particular. I just don't say it openly like, all right, this is what I'm looking. Oh, shit, did. But yeah, the shows, like I say, there's literally 3 shows that I've not done for various different reasons. Obviously, I tell you, man, not fair, but there's 3 literal shows that I got the idea for, premise for, name for, the thumbnail idea for, the color scheme for it. And it was just a question of timing or not getting the right panelist or this and that. Because like I say, I'm very particular.
We still need
people like the shows. Yeah, see, that could happen at some point too. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's gotta make sense because the Yardman show and the Bayesian show was just obvious because that's where I'm like a descendant of, so it makes sense. That's why. And the Bayesian show came off of needing Liverpool representatives. And I was just thinking one day, and I was like, yo, my grandma's looking down on me in disgust that I have a Yardman show and do I have a Bayesian show. And she helped raise me. I was like, she's looking at me with absolute disgust. And she would curse me out if she was there. So I was like, all right, let me pattern this Bayesian show. But even Pops, I had another show idea for him initially. It just didn't work out. The same show I wanted him and Duncia, and that just didn't come to fruition for various reasons. So I was like,
you have too many African people part of Sarcasm City to not have an African show.
Man, but we're gonna make it work.
You know, I feel like this is the funny part about it is that you can do the Yardman show. I don't think you can do an African show because it's like when shit don't because how do I say it? Like at least with the Yardman, I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's like in the Caribbean, from different countries. Like it seems I don't know. It's just my perspective, but it seems like you guys are like pleasant. But with Africans, especially if you go with West Africans. Well, ain't nobody likes each other, bro. Like, we cool.
No, but Jez, but that's what, bro. That's why it would work. Do you not see our streams for AFCON? That's why
it works. Bro. It works, but the problem is, I think too many people in the chat will get offensive. Like the shit that I've been saying about the shit that I said.
They know what the channel is, bro. They know what the channel is.
See, but that's the thing. But this is the thing, though. The new people is the issue.
And also timing. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's also why a couple of shows haven't happened. Is literally timing. There's just not enough timing. Like, there's no way I'm like, oh shit, where does this? Because the schedule is already
people don't know who you really are. Don't worry, I've got the video.
No. Nah, the thing is, I remember there used to be people in the chat asking me, yo, why just talking crazy on Nigeria like that, bro? Watch the channel and you get it right.
Yeah, and to Warrior J, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to everyone and try to do the crossover shows in the second week of international break. Any Arsenal Spurs fans tapped in for the Yardman show? No, but I'm still looking violently. And like I say, I'm not looking for people like me who are just of Jamaican descent. I need two from Yard, because the patois is incredible. Like, that's what makes that show.
You need people who live there or grew up there?
Grew up there. Gotta have the Yard accent.
Okay.
Gotta have
I'm telling you, I refuse to believe that it's not a single Yard Spurs fan. I remember the. That's what I'm saying, because I remember I was tapped in one of the Yardman shows, and Kaneki was going in how there's no Yard Spurs fan. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. I know there's literally people on Twitter who are literally Yard supporting Spurs.
That's why once I even if I because I'm gonna head over there. When I head over there and I let it be known, and I'm gonna set up our Big Six when they go outside the UK and they'll set something up. I'll set something up, and I know I run into a Yardman Spurs fan. I'll be like, yo, how the hell didn't you call in? Thing with the Yardman Arsenal show, if there happens to be a City Yardman, yes or no, they don't have to live there prime, but they gotta have the accent. You know what I'm saying? That's the gateway to entry. That's what keeps the show 110% authentic. And hence why I shut up, because I don't have it, even though I understand it fluently and I can say certain things in it. I'm just like, yeah, that's human. The Asian show's the same. Because I was showing my mom when me and Crab was going back and forth about Isak. She was howling at it, because she knows what that reminds her of. She was howling. Reminds me of, you know what I'm saying, my granddad, her pops. Reminds me of my nana, exactly like that type of shit. Especially when Crab was cursing certain words and stuff like that. So yeah, to answer your question, nephew, yes, there's definitely Arsenal Yardman fans, definitely Spurs, 110%. I know Kaneki and Lex are dead against it. I know Javon said there is 100%.
Yeah, I think an Arsenal fan, all you need is the Arsenal fan. I'll be so real. You need a delusional Yard Arsenal fan. Hey, that
delusional. He just needs to be Arsenal. You just need to be
Arsenal. I'm a fan. Imagine a guy level delusional Yardman. No, my goodness.
No, I don't need a gal. I need a Tony level. I just need someone in say the stars are aligning in Pato. That's all I need, bro.
That being said, I know this because Jamaica is one of the most countries that most watches the channel. So if you are a Jamaican Arsenal fan, if you are a Jamaican Spurs fan, if you are a Jamaican City fan, call into the fan calling show. Because I want to hear from you, man. I desperately want to hear from you, 100%. Shout out to all the Bajans as well. I've noticed since we were doing the Bajan show, more Bajans have called in. I want to hear more people from the Caribbean. People calling from Trinidad, people calling from Grenada, trying to hear from all islands. Same with the African lot as well. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you're at, because Africa is a big, a lot of African countries watch the channel as well. So salute to wherever you're at. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the Africans, man. For real. For real. And what I've been told on every show needs a crowd. Yeah, I'll do my best to make it happen. The problem is it's just timing. That's all it is, nephew. It's just getting everyone, because I don't want to do a crossover and then people ain't there. I said Tony might be missing because he got his track shoes on still. He's ducking.
I can't believe Tony's still allowed on the show after running, bro.
No, he's not been back on the show. He ducked.
No, I know. That's what I mean. I can't believe he's still allowed after running.
Oh, because the last one that he ran, I didn't realize he was running because I kind of messed up because I hadn't messaged him in time and shit like that. So I was like, all right, that's on me.
Bro,
I didn't message him for him. I didn't know.
He ran.
I had more ratings for him.
We knew. No, it's the thing with you, Flawless. You speak about with United that give people their respect they deserve for being stupid. We knew Tony ran. We did.
I didn't want to believe it, man. Yeah, I am nice about it. I tell you now, I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that you spoke all that shit and ran.
Bro, I saw him on Northside's channel, bro.
Yeah, he was on his own channel. I didn't want to believe it, man. And then when he came back afterwards and he was like, yo, I was scared. I was shook. I was like, damn.
I was scared.
That's what he said. He said, I was shook, man. I was embarrassed. I was like, yo, you knew what it was.
Bro.
You knew what it was going to be.
bro. Like,
Face
that's
the music.
Hey, that's how I felt after the AFCON final. But I had to, bro. I couldn't leave.
Nah, man. That's how I feel after pretty much every Manchester United game. I'm here. Fucking here. Had to deal with the Bayern lot yesterday after the Isak news just got announced. All them smiling faces.
Bro, I can't lie, bro.
Yeah,
you should have called. I can't. This was dumb ones where you should have called Eddie for backup, bro. Like, well,
I told Eddie, Eddie was in the chat. I said I'll send you the link. Eddie didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? No backup.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? No backup. Yes, bro, I'm definitely gonna do the Arsenal Spurs show. Yeah, that'll be one of the crossovers. I need to write it down anyway. I'll write it down.
Actually, I think for crossovers, what you should do them, particularly when the clubs play each other.
The reason why I don't is because everybody does previews when everybody plays each other.
Does make sense to be fair.
That's why. Which is what's it called? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Of course, it's a good idea, but like I just like to be different. It's like even with simple as thumbnails. Like everyone puts their faces on the thumbnails. That's why I don't.
That's the thing I've been realizing as well. Like everybody has like the same format.
Yeah, or you could do them during the international break.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna do them during this international break coming up. 100%. Tough trying to come up with ideas and stuff like that. For
like it's mad because the thing is, if Arsenal had like beaten PSG and won the Champions League, and other people and certain people ran, if Connect Your Lex had ran and Arsenal won the Champions League, hey, no way, no way,
no way, man. How you doing, man? Like, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pops, love, man. Yeah, she was cracking up because I was watching it with her. I was like, look at Pops' face. He's the one that's making this shit worse. I would say she was hollering. It was like, yo, Crab was just on one that day. But shout out Crab, big up Pops, big up Barnes. Subscribe to Beijing Reds TV, man. Yeah, big up Flawless and everyone just dropped into here. I like and tell you, look, I told you so. Isak is now a red finally. Hey, you called it Mickey M, man. Big up as well. Blessed for dropping in and hitting the like button and subscribing. But yeah, you lot, man, this is the SCCU. You don't know what it is. Sign up. Sarcasm City Cinematic Universe. Once you see someone on a regular show, then they just have a license to go everywhere. It's like you see people popping up here, there, and everywhere. And the Q&A, like Prime said, is when we just all just get together. And whoever pulls up. Royal Rumble settings, man. You don't know whose music's going to hit and who's going to come running down the ramp at any given opportunity. You lot make it all happen. Continue to run up the likes and, continue to support as you do. Go on, Jez. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you got some people turn up like in the African time. But when the Q&A starts at 12, that means they're pulling out of 1.
Yeah, that's what I'd say to you, man. I pull up whenever. Like, I say that. Like, I don't need to help out. I say that to all you lot. Like, just pull up when, especially the Q&A, because it's like I can hold these down by myself anyway. That's why I do the solo ones anyway. That's therapy for me. Yeah, the solo Q&A. Yeah, at least
you got most of it out of the way 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, 100%. But yeah, people, busy September, man. Busy September. Not only are you gonna get all of the weekly regular shows, you'll get all of the watch-alongs. Make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch as well. You're gonna get crossover shows. Champions League's back, so that'll be on the Twitch as well. I need to do a video on that. Also, we'll be joining TikTok as well. I need to pattern that. Sarcasm City TV will be on TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel, which primarily holds down. I just do little bits and pieces. That's mostly Prime over there. Sarcasm City TV gaming channel, which I'm going to get back active on. So I haven't had the time yet, but I need to get back active on the gaming channel. Suppose when GTA taking its time. But I'll come up with some new stuff anyway, some ideas on that as well. And I still run GTA, I still run FIFA, still run COD. Well, not still run COD, gonna run COD, maybe NBA 2K as well and stuff like that. Yeah. Also, have you seen some old school games? I've still not seen it, No. I need to watch it.
I watched it today.
Without no spoilers. Good? Like it? Didn't like it?
Bro, it's better than what I thought. I thought I'd be
okay. That's good. Because you're a harsh critic.
It's a lot better than what I thought.
You're a harsh critic. So yeah. Hey, big up Abdi as well, man. Big up every single time. Did someone say something to me? All right, final few questions as well, you lot. And big up Twisted Faces, Flawless. We need an optimistic United show. All panelists absolutely optimistic about United. Hey, one thing in the city that don't live around there is optimism, man. We throw you out. It's banned. Why? Optimism is banned. Manchester United optimism is banned. Chelsea optimism, cool. Manchester United optimism is banned.
Why though?
Because it's too close to delusion.
Yeah.
Like you have like class A, class B, class C drugs. Once you're like, you can't be out here like weeds like class C. And this ain't me encouraging anyone. Don't do drugs, people. But like weeds like class C, you get that. But once you start going like class B, that's too close to class A. That's the issue right there.
I know, but like I think for a Mandem United show, whether it's just you or you have a panel, but having like what's his name? That on Mandem Talk that wore the suit that backed Ten Hag.
Oh, you mean
Marcel. Having someone, maybe not him exactly, but having someone that like
they gonna last
these things in a bit more of a positive note at least for one show. I think that it would work.
Nah,
maybe don't have Kaneki on there, but
I wouldn't have Kaneki on there. But the point I'm making is that they won't. Like the fan calling shows is open for that. That opens it up so it's not such a so people don't feel like it's a terrible environment. But people have said it in the chat who I've gone back and forth with who will not be named. People who have gone at me have said, all right, let's have the debate. And they've said verbatim in the chat, no, I don't want to join the stream because I don't want to get cooked for my opinions. But you're in the chat trying to cook me for my opinions. Man.
No, but that's the thing. Again, I get it. It's frustrating because on the Chelsea front, I don't want to hear like delusional Chelsea fans speak. However, having an actual conversation about why people view a certain way, I think that would be interesting.
I'm all for it. Now we had it today. Eddie was on it because Eddie's like pro Ineos. So we had a good debate about that today.
He's still pro Ineos. I thought he left that.
Guy still got till Wednesday, man.
Wait, what was his thing about till Wednesday?
It was 7 days, isn't it? You said they got sacked. He's given 7 days.
So
we got to Wednesday, which is the 3rd, so very technically tomorrow.
One more day. One more day. I thought people was not going to get sacked though.
Yeah, you ain't getting no sacked. And sparring ended since Cardi Young. But exactly. I've just been chilling. Them spars were even like potential, but I just had enough. I was like, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not with it. Like, no. So, hey, like I said, people can feel again, optimism don't live around here, man. You better come with some logic. That's what it is, come with some balance. I'm starting to back up. Like I say, man, hope and it's optimism and hope is too close to delusion, man. It's
too close. So how come delusion can be had for Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans?
Because that don't affect me. That's your club. If you want to deal with that, that's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care about Chelsea's well-being.
But I don't want to listen to Vod speak, and you still allow him to speak.
That's cool. Vod ain't on there permanently, is he? You can mute him. Vod just does the fan calling show. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can mute him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you still allow him to train with the team every now and then.
Yeah, facts. Like same way. Shout out to Smurf. Smurf's a positive. He's Bayesian, positive United fan. We went back and forth on the fan calling show a couple of times. My man who said 92 league goals, I keep forgetting his name.
Kenny,
shout out to my guy Kenny. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. We kind of cool now because we kind of sparred, but he was positive. He was telling me why can't we finish 5th? Yeah. Well, you know what happened to him? He was at Grimsby. That's what happened.
Bro, yeah, this is the thing. Sometimes you
bro.
Go ahead, Bram.
It's so crazy that Grimsby changed people's minds. Like,
because that will do that to you.
No, but like if you back it, then being 2-0 down against Grimsby shouldn't mean anything. I'll be real. Because if United had 1-3-2,
because you know why that is, Prime? Because people didn't really believe it was just a hope. That's why. Because if I sit here now and tell you, Prime, I back this manager, I back this team, and then we get 2 defeats in 4 days, I'm not gonna flip and tell you the manager's terrible, the squad is terrible. I'm gonna tell you, it's 2 bad results and I'm disappointed, but I expect them to kick on and turn this around. Because I believe, but people didn't. That's why in the space of 2 games and 4 days, it flipped. From carnival starting to carnival ending, and even though it was Wednesday, it literally flipped. It was literally in a short week. It flipped. Because I heard the Fulham game was really bad. And then the Grimsby game, I think, just top stuff.
That's the thing. Like, you drew the game, but it was terrible, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. This the funny part. At that stage, you just got past the first week of the season.
Facts. Like I've noticed it today doing the predictions, the swift difference. Everybody had United in their top 8, 4th, 5th, 6th. The highest, they didn't make most. And then the ones that they made, the highest United have been today is 7th.
That's hilarious. Like,
that's the highest we've been.
In my old prediction, I had United. In my old prediction, I had United 8, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 8.
Yeah,
hey, Pops, you got jokes. You ain't funny.
I don't even know where I have United because they're not in my top 8. And the thing is, right?
I had United. I remember my old one.
If you didn't have Amarin, and you got like a Glasner and Areola, then you could quite easily make like 6th or 7th. The amount of teams in England that are in Europe, it's United have a free run to be able to get 6th.
Yeah,
you have a free run to get 6th.
That's a fucking lulu. Right, these lot 4. Yeah, you know what? We know what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep hammering. It's my idea.
And now it's a thing where, well, it's too early into the season. It's too early to get rid of him. So you have to give him until November, December. It's too early. And then the next guy will come in and he doesn't have his own players. He needs his own squad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that United's gonna go and try to get Glasner midway through the season, or?
Oh,
because I think somebody like, even though he can come through midway through the season,
it was reported that Glasner said Glasner isn't interested in United. If they offered him the job, he would take it. And also from Palace, I know they've, like, to be fair, they have kind of bought well this window, but the fact that they've let Eze go and Guehi was so close to leaving, like, I don't know if he'd be willing to jump ship. Maybe he would. But Palace also have an easy shot at winning a trophy, another one with the Conference League. Why would he leave that? Like,
you know, I get the point of, it's the same thing with, like, I mean, because like in what 7, let's say you get sucked by, like, November time, you have like 7-8 periods, 7-8 month period where there could be a new manager that they may have scouted, and then you miss the opportunity because United. But at the same time, I feel like Glasner is not in the rush necessarily. It's not like he's an old manager, and if he goes and wins Palace the Conference League and let them finish in a respectable position in the Premier League this season, his stocks only will go up, and he can get even a better job. He can even get a really good job. So I just don't see the necessary rush. I don't see the rush for you. Like, they're not willing to start Amrin this season, before this season. I don't understand the rush to go and do the same thing that you did just last season. You know what I mean?
Because again, you're thinking it's sensible. They're going to do the same thing because that's the plan.
That's the thing. That's the pointless. That's just for me. It's like pointless. That you might as well could have sucked them like Ten Hag, but that's what it is, man.
Here's people. But we're gonna close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Please make sure you subscribe to Zia Talks, man. Shout out Zia, who was here earlier. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube. Subscribe to the gaming channel. Make sure you follow us on Spotify as well, people. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. I need to actually update it, but type in Sarcasm City TV on all the shows you see on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, fan calling show, members Q&As are all available on there because you might want to just listen audio only. So I know most of you have Spotify because I see all them Spotify ranked at the end of the year, you know, the Spotify wrap up. So type in Sarcasm City TV on Spotify, follow 5 stars, same with all you iPhone users as well. I don't think anyone is live. So I'm literally just going to send you lot to the Man United tomorrow still. I don't think anyone is live. I don't know if Jacob or anything is going live. I don't think. I don't see that way. All right, so I just send you lot to the Man United tomorrow. So you get Man United tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. UK time, and then following that, 11:30 p.m. I'll be back with the Gaslighter Extraordinaire Veo, talking about City signing Donnarumma, their loss to Brighton, and their season being a wrap, even though Veo going to try to tell you different. Here we are.
It's crazy.
But anyways, people, we're closing out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.